Oh my God!
Oh, welcome back. Sorry about that.
We were gone for so long. Where'd we go?
You guys have been gone a long time. Welcome back, Bridget and Tate. Thank you guys for coming back to us after all of your time out there in the world of acting. But yeah, thank you, audience, for sticking with us through our technical difficulties. This is Demonbreak. I'm going to be your game master tonight. Rilka, we're playing a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons adventure. I'm surrounded by lovely folks. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves and your characters?
My name is Tate Peterson, and I am playing Kirsten Cinderbeard, who is a dwarf wizard.
Just having some chips here. My name is Bridget, and I am playing Calico Jane, a tabaxi rogue. That means I'm cat people.
And my name's Justin. I'm going to be playing a new character this session, to be revealed.
Oh. New or nude?
To be revealed.
Build up the suspense. I like it.
I just want to clarify. It's more exciting this way.
Blacksmith, I'll be playing Vimok the Pantsoiler Oglakanu. And I feel like I should take my pants off if you're going to be nude, too. I don't want you to feel bad.
Wait. Whoa. Are we doing a no pants session tonight? That was not me.
No.
Kirsten already doesn't wear pants.
Rilka, no pants.
Oh, yeah.
I have a robe.
Actually.
It is.
There was a poop that fell out of your robe.
Yeah, I shat myself because I suffered a terrible nightmare at the hands of that other group.
Yeah,
that's right.
They're mean to you.
Wow, they were so mean.
She was mean. They were mean.
They were super mean. I learned counterspell specifically to fight them again. I'm like, try to curse me again. No, you can't.
Nice. That's exciting.
Is the chat active
Sorry, do you have to
already?
mute that? No, it's fine.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Previous stream.
Oh, it's so
Much
tiny.
more lively chat than we do.
One day we'll get there. So VMAC, you are the one who has experienced the most stuff in the past month. Do you want to fill in these guys and possibly the audience with kind of what happened? And
Sure. Can I do an action real quick?
Yeah.
I doff my pants.
Perfect.
Okay.
They are doffed.
Oh,
good sir.
Okay. Oh my God. How far back was that?
It's been a month.
So 3 sessions for you. 3
Okay.
sessions.
Oh my God.
You guys all killed the champion of Yinogu together.
We did.
Portion flesh feast. And one of you still has his head in a sack somewhere.
But they were there for the session after that.
No, they were not.
They were not. Oh, because I wasn't there for that session.
Oh, so
Okay.
I'll tell you guys what
Yeah.
happened in that session. The party kind of tumbled through the void. They just come through out of this epic battle where they gained like immense strength and power from hunting various creatures across Yinogu's realm, and he kind of given them Yinogu himself had given a blessing to these creatures, the No Lord, and so you guys.
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
Coming back.
I was like, he's a bad guy. I don't.
He's a meanie.
Was he?
He's mean.
Is he some sort of
He's being mean to a black dragon.
critter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the Black Dragon wanted to maybe team up with you guys, but Karsten, you, like, overwhelmed by your power, just nuked the fuck out of everything.
Yeah, I fucking did.
It was kind of awesome.
It was
like,
wonderful.
You guys were like 30 feet tall at the time or something.
Yeah, we were like all enlarged, and then like I had some dark energy because of that crazy storm that was following us. And,
Basically ate a storm.
Yeah.
Oh
Hardest
my
to
God!
tower
I
and
totally
then-
remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that now.
Great.
I just blanked it out.
So as soon as you guys tried to escape Yinogu's realm, you became lost in the abyss because it's a very chaotic place. Nothing really makes sense. You didn't go out the way that you came in, even though you thought maybe you had. And once you left Yinogu's realm, all that power just was ripped away from you. You guys were in this deep, like, depressed hangover state for the past couple of sessions. You kind of just followed around the rest of the party, making your way through the abyss. You met this giant forge demon named Ogun, who helped you get to the elemental plane of fire, where the city of brass is, where Justin, you came in as a different character named, well, some knew him as Lips. You kind of helped them escape from the abyss.
Yeah, I helped him escape from the abyss. I got a really cool sword as Lips, which was awesome. We had a shopping session where everyone kind of bought stuff. You got some cool stuff. You picked up some
Hell yeah.
treasures.
Some armor, and you got a new shield.
Yeah, armor, new shield, new swords.
Yeah.
And then we fought in a fighting pit. And we pretty much all went
We're
down.
rich now, aren't we? If I remember the conversion rate in gold from soul coins to gold, it was insane.
It is insane.
nuts.
That was
Yeah.
also the rate at which they were selling the soul coins, and you did seem like kind of a rube. Maybe you almost signed a
So if I
contract
go
at
and
that
try to
thing.
get a change, I'm gonna get like 100 gold out of that shit.
You'll probably get more than that. I don't think they'd try and pull that much demon wool over your eyes.
They might
Okay.
for VMAC though.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, you did almost get you to sign a contract that would give up your soul, which would have probably really pissed off Kumbhakarna.
Yeah,
And made
but
some
then,
huge
A couple of
legal
times.
battle.
There was one time with a library card too. I remember that one
yeah,
in
you
Dis.
well,
constantly
I don't have to do it anymore now because we got a soul coin, yo.
Hey,
Yeah.
just one. Hey, that's a start.
Hey, we get that shit changed. All right, we're gonna make out with a pretty profit, I
Don't
think.
you guys need like 50? How many guys do you guys
15.
need? Oh, 15.
50, oh, for your restaurant, yeah?
Yeah, that's why we went to the fighting pits to gain some coin, which was a little harder than I thought. If not for Hesperus, we would have been killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Well,
close
not
there.
killed.
Thank goodness for Paladin.
I saw her. She did a Snapchat about it, and she was like, "We went to the fighting pits, and everybody else was super confident, and I was super worried, and then they all almost died, and I kicked ass." So well done, Eve.
Nice. That's
True.
awesome that she
Yeah,
did a
that's
Snapchat
awesome.
about
Yeah,
that.
she
That's
was
exciting.
so jazzed afterwards. She
Hell
was
yeah.
like, "I was awesome." It was great. It was pretty.
I hope you guys didn't do the opposite of that, where you did really sad Snapchats of like, I got strangled by a fire creature.
I thought I was going to do really well, but then
They all made fun of me.
The saddest snaps ever.
I almost died.
Sad snaps.
I almost died in a hellish fighting pit. I mean, I didn't, but whatever.
But the whole reason you guys were stuck in the city of Brass for a couple of days was because the Princess Scheherazade, may her tears be forever fruitful. She was about to get married to a married prince, another type of genie. So there's this huge celebration going on in the city. Finally, the last day that you were there, the day that you went into the fighting pits, you were able to, or the wedding went off without a hitch, relatively. Kind of. I don't know. Maybe they were married, running around the city, possibly doing terroristic actions. Who knows what's going on? We didn't pay attention to that. But now the giant like brass conflux was reopened, and you guys were able to go back to the Nine Hells through a portal heavily guarded by a bunch of archdevils. And you are now back in Avernus, the first layer of hell. And as soon as you got back into the hells, one of your sending stones kind of crackles and warbles in a way that you've never heard it do before. And you hear this voice projected. It's obviously Brian's voice, but you've normally...
That's my stone. That's the one I have.
Yeah, you have the Brian
stone.
Normally, when you hold those, only you and Brian can communicate. But this crackly, hairy, just terrified voice comes through and goes, "Hey, are you there? Are you there? Calico?
Brian? Brian, is that you?
Yes, no time to talk, Calico. The epic of the worm is upon us.
What? Brian, what?
Stay there. Stay safe. Stay in Dis. I can't tell you much more. I'll send a messenger along.
Brian?
And the kind of like hisses and pops, and you don't hear anything more. The stone has never done anything like this before.
That's a bit troubling.
The Epic of the Worm?
Epic of the
What
Worm.
does that mean? You're smart. You know.
Yeah, would I have any idea what the Epic of the Worm is?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Ball sacks. That's a 13.
Okay.
Can I roll a history check?
Oh, gosh,
Sure.
Just let him do it.
9.
9.
So you know that this is talking about that one time that a great Goliath chieftain actually caught a bunch of worms. He just punched his hand into the soil, pulled out a ton of worms, and caught 1 million fish with them and fed all the tribes of the mountains. So that is definitely what the Epic of the Worm is.
Yes.
You think it might be something a little different.
Or it might be something else.
It's
We call him Goliath Jesus.
Oh, lovely.
So you've heard the term in conjunction with the Abyss before, not necessarily the Nine Hells. It seems like maybe almost like it's an age, like some kind of arcane calendar that you aren't entirely sure much beyond that.
Yeah.
So you guys are currently in this giant, kind of like well-guarded fortress on the plain of Avernus. It's has a path quickly down to the river Styx. A lot of travelers do come through here, although there are devil guards everywhere.
Is this where we live? I don't remember names of.
No worries. So Avernus is the first layer of hell. It's kind of this eternal battlefield. And you guys do hear the cacophony of battle. So you guys have an apartment on the second layer.
Yes.
The Dis.
Yeah.
And that is where Brian told you to wait on his frantic.
So when he says stay safe, like he wants us to go
home.
home to our hell home.
Go to your hell home.
Brian, did everyone hear that call from Brian? Because normally it's just me. Did you hear it?
Yeah, that was strange. I'd never seen a sending stone act that way before. I didn't know that you could project them.
I've never seen a sending stone.
Yes,
This is what the sending stone looks like,
that's what
Mac.
the sending stone
Yes, we have a few actually. Hesperus, will you hold up yours?
One, and I've got one.
I imagine she
I
just
thought
pulls
you
it
were
out and
just
shows it.
collecting rocks.
No, this is to make calls.
Oh.
Every
time we met a person, I was like, "Oh, that's nice. They're giving us another rock."
Don't you remember
I
when
thought it was a
like-
health thing.
Well, that's how we talk to Brian and to Kumba and to
I'd get
everyone.
excited and I would be like, "Hi, Brian. Did you think I was just talking to the rock?"
Yeah, I thought you named the rock Brian. After Brian.
After Brian.
Yeah.
Because Brian gave me
The
some-
stone is Brian Jr.
Hey, it was egg on my face.
No, it's no, actually, I can kind of see how that you would make that.
Yeah.
But no, actually, I'm calling actual Brian.
Okay,
So
okay.
Brian just called us, and you heard it, and you heard it. We all heard it, and that's not normal.
You can make an Arcana check if you want to.
Brian, I'm putting Brian the Rock back in my pouch.
Arcana check. Oh yeah, that's really good. That's a 26.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, Sending Stone should never work like that. Unless it was, originally enchanted to work in that way. And you know, based on the ones that you guys have, they're pretty, normal.
Yeah.
No. So there's something's up with that.
Could I tell if that transmission actually was Brian, or was it like a trick?
It sounded like him. It was coming from the stone that... I mean, usually the stones are keyed to each other, so only one other person holding it could communicate with the other one. But it was projecting in a very strange way. And actually, as you...
Oh, go ahead. No, you finish.
As you're kind of looking around, you're seeing the sky of Avernus, which is basically just smoke and just kind of like this cavernous exterior. You never really have
Nice
seen
day.
that before. It's all just roiling together and bubbling more than normal.
Ooh.
It seems like there's almost a stench of burnt magic in the air. And you've smelled a lot of nasty shit on Avernus. I think you guys all talked about the worst things that you smelled and you saw.
We did.
Stinky. Yeah, we talked about the
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
That's true. Well,
I was just gonna really quick. I was like, I don't know. I just want to try to call Brian back really fast. I just want to see, if he can pick up.
I think that's a good idea.
He sounded very frantic. I just want to make sure he's all right. So I'm just gonna Brian. I'm sort of try to call.
You hear your voice kind of echoing back at you through the stone, and it does kind of reverberate out of the stone and then kind of cut out. And you hear a hello? Calico, no, Dis. You know, Dis.
I'll call you later.
Danger. Worm.
are you talking to him? Is he all right?
Yeah, Brian, are you all right? Brian, are you safe?
Later. Yes.
He says later. He just keeps saying dis and worm and safe. I don't know.
It's kind of hiss and pop. Some of these words are coming out. You guys are hearing this.
Bad connection. It's a bad connection.
So they were completely while you're on other planes, and since you've come back here, you're able to hear this. But
I don't know. He keeps talking about a worm and it dis.
Ew.
Well, that's where our base of operations is. Perhaps we should go there. He said he was going to send a messenger.
I think he wants us to go back to our apartment.
Weird.
All
Hey,
right.
Can I call the boss real quick? I forgot to call him last mission. Last week.
that?
I
Yesterday.
I believe I have that.
Do you have that?
I have the
stone?
Kumbhakarna
Because
stone.
Hesperus,
Yeah.
are you Are you playing Hesperus?
Call the boss.
She's kind of just here if you need her.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, feel free
Because
to.
I've role played him.
You did a
And
really
I
good
role played
job.
her, actually. I probably could role play her if I needed to.
Yeah, if you need to go.
But I
she'll be
think,
okay
I
with
think
that.
Hesperus has a stone for different. It was for some
Cinderella, I think. Right?
cult or something
Yeah.
such. She was doing.
Cinderella,
I
this
don't-
Abiyashi dragon.
What, how
maid.
do all of you remember all of these names? I don't remember any of this.
Like half the job of half of my job.
It's just knowing the names of the people.
Yeah, I just want to be able to throw stuff
Just
out.
just remembering all the names. I legitimately can't remember it. I don't remember any of this. No, that's not true. I remember a little bit of it. I remember Brian.
What did you need to say to Kumba, Vimak?
Is it Kumba? He's the one who owns our souls?
Yeah,
Oh.
Yes.
Karna
the
owns your
tiger,
souls.
the tiger guy.
Okay, yeah.
With the backwards hands.
Whoever that is, yeah, I gotta call him real quick.
Okay. About what specifically?
Oh, don't worry about it.
I see. You say things like that, and then it makes me worry about it.
What am I possibly gonna do that you can worry about? It's
I mean, he just
between
probably
me
wants
and the
to say-
boss.
He probably you just want to say hello.
I
wanna
will.
say
Okay, I will give you the stone with a caveat of a reminder that he did say not to bother him unless we have more of the demon heads.
But you didn't tell me we killed Flesh Feast. So I'll relay that information to him. And
Okay.
I'll also ask him something.
All right, fair enough. Here you go.
Shake it a little bit, and I
Completely unnecessary, but you do that.
I rub it.
Okay.
V-Mike, you just need to. You know what? Just talk into it.
Boss.
Hello?
This is
You're back.
Yeah.
Report.
Okay, we killed Borsian Flesh Feast.
Okay. And as you're saying this, his words kind of like sizzle and pop out of the stone itself. It's you guys can't hear. It's kind of muted, but in a strange way. His voice sounds almost flat.
You killed one of the champions?
Yeah, we have his head in our
Admirable.
sack of holding.
I will send someone to reclaim it from you. Where are you?
Oh, we're gonna be in Dis in just a minute.
Okay. I'll have them meet you at the docks. Indus will see you there.
Oh, sounds good. Oh, and boss, I got a question to ask you. This just applies to my soul, not any of the other people's soul. But I really like it in Dis, right?
Okay.
And I'm thinking of staying. So I was wondering,
Interesting.
instead of working to regain my soul, do you think I might be able to kill these demons to get soul coins?
You want to sign over your soul to me eternally and do what you're going to do anyways, and I'll just give you a pittance? That sounds great. Yes.
Oh, good.
How much are you thinking?
Oh, man. I guess 2 coins per demon?
Give you 1 coin per demon with a 3-coin bonus if you are able to slay more than half of them, payable upon the final demon head being brought to me.
Sounds fantastic.
All right. Here's an accord. I have my scribe sending this down to Minaros right now.
All right, thanks, boss.
Anytime, VMAC. I'm glad to hear you're back amongst the damned.
Sure thing. Hey, and when I open my restaurant, then you will always have a table.
I am actually very interested in what you might come up with.
Great.
Yes. You hear him kind of like, you hear like a clicking of fire in the background and him inhaling. Well, welcome back.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
I love you. Bye.
That echoes really loud everywhere, like projected voice. All these devils look over and they're just like, "What the fuck?" You guys are right by this like major thoroughfare of just devils coming back to hell, soldiers coming back from basically shore leave.
It's a joke, you know, because he actually doesn't love him. So
That's
you know,
funny.
it's like,
Yeah. I tell that to my spawn all the time.
Oh, Stone.
thank you. All right, well, shall we head down to the Stigs?
Let's
Find Indus. All right, let's go.
So you guys, make your way down and kind of this throng of devils coming back.
Wave bye to the guys who are guarding the gate.
I love you.
One of them kind of cracks a smile, the other one smacks him on really hard on his arm.
Love is a dirty word.
You hear that as you walk away. And, there's just some talk of love, nothing big. So you guys, make your way down to the shore of the river Styx. Indus is waiting there for you, and he seems like no time has passed at all for him. He's just there like, back to this.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Kind of grunts and pushes off. You guys sail down the river Styx. You notice that the waters are kind of more thicker with souls than they have been before.
Ooh.
And he kind of rides this current along.
The river Styx has risen a little bit, I see.
It does every so often.
Why is that? Is it just from all the fighting that's happening up here?
Ebbs and flows. Here, your world, everywhere. They all come through here.
And you do hear a couple of... Usually it's a pretty silent ride, especially since Indus isn't one to really spark up a conversation.
Oh, yeah, no, he doesn't like to talk.
But every so often a soul will now kind of like almost pop out of the river and kind of you hear this shriek as it gets sucked back under. You guys do have Liaziel and Meepo with you. The stag did not come with you, the giant beetle.
No.
So you guys have this giant sack of 88 swords.
Okay.
Or weapons. I just have been calling them swords, but they're weapons of various types.
I'll hold it.
And if you guys ever want to go through that sack and try and find something that looks cool, I know Hesperus and VMAC did that.
I would like...
Yes.
I mean, I would take... probably... Let's see. What things can I use as a wizard?
I would like to look to see if there's any cool daggers.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and just roll a perception check. And
I would like to look for a battle axe.
Sweet.
I got a 25.
Nice.
I rolled a 19 and I have a good perception.
What's the first thing that you notice about these daggers?
Oh, so I found some cool daggers.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like they probably have a cool hilts. Like,
do you want like throwing daggers or more just like I'm gonna stab you daggers?
I think maybe I'm gonna stab you daggers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So these you find a triplet of daggers.
Nice.
And each of their hilts are kind of like barbed and thorned. They look like they could easily catch another blade with them, so you could parry with them really well.
Nice.
You can also stab people with them. So
Nice.
if you're using them against another bladed object, you'll get a +2 to your defense. Otherwise, they function like normal daggers.
Okay, and there's 3.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
I'm gonna get +1 to defense.
Yeah, +2 actually.
+2.
And you're looking for a battle axe? Go ahead and roll a perception check as you dig through this giant sack in Indus's boat.
I rolled a 19.
Oh shit, nice. And what are you looking for in a battle axe?
Oh, something that has a nice big jewel in at the end, and then also one that's sort of like in the head of the axe. I want it double bladed, and it's got like a nice like cold gray steel kind of look to it, and it's like sort of like spirally, and then like the blades sort of look like dragon wings.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you find something eerily similar to that.
Very specific.
It was.
Those the stones in it are actually like cracked into about like 1,000 fragments, but they're still held in place well.
Okay.
And yeah, you think that you'll need to maybe spend some time attuning to this before you realize its full potential. But it definitely catches your eye immediately.
Cool. I will take that then.
Sweet. So you guys make your way down the river Indus, and as you riding on this current of like of fast flowing souls, you guys get there relatively quickly. Still, time is really just kind of ephemeral here in the Nine Hells. As you pull up, you see this kind of how do you describe yourself?
A little rock gnome with big fluffy black hair. Seems very lost. Big glasses that are very thick, so it makes his eyes look enormous. A big thick mustache that he likes to play with nervously. And he's kind of tapping his feet and playing with the ends of his mustache and twiddling his fingers. He's got big black robes and a cloak. And he looks very uncomfortable on the shores of the the river Styx.
Oh my God, Meepo. Do you see that guy?
Meepo got a tattoo, by the way, while you guys were gone.
Oh, yeah?
He ripped his shirt open now, so you see this like dragon face there that kind of like pulses with this flaming ink.
Meepo, two things. One, I don't think I complimented you on your ink because it's super sexy.
That's really nice. I have one too. Look.
Oh my God.
Guys,
Come on, let's. Woo. Second of all, do you see that little guy on the docks? He's almost cuter than you. Almost, but not quite.
Oh, shucks, thanks. You negged me really good there.
Meeps. Little meepers.
He looks a little bit lost. Should we?
He looks very out of place.
Hey, you!
Hey, you!
Let's not all scream at him. Oh, let's. Hello!
Are you all right?
Nice glasses.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just looking for somebody. Calico. A Calico.
Yeah, what?
This is her.
Calico.
This is
Yeah,
Calico.
no, yeah, no, that's me. I don't know you. Do I know you? Do I know him? I don't think I know you. Hello.
Hello. No, you don't know me. I was sent by the library. I have some parcels for you and some messages.
Is it a present from Brian? I love him.
Brian, yes. Yes, that sounds correct.
Brian, the librarian. That's not actually his name. It's just what we call him. Don't worry
Yes.
about it. Are we pulling into the docks or how are we?
Yeah, you guys have docked. Indus is just kind of standing there at attention like he always does.
Just a gold piece, by the way.
Oh, nice. He flicks it across his skeletal knuckles.
Oh,
really
wait, before we
quickly.
go, we gotta give him the head? Wait, he's taking the head, right?
No. There's going to be a different messenger from Kumba based on what he said.
Okay.
That yeah.
Okay.
No, Brian said he was going to send a messenger on that crackly call. The first call, he said he would send a messenger.
So we're meeting two people,
people.
then.
Yeah.
You're one of them.
A head? You have a head?
We have a head.
Yes.
No, don't worry about it. It's not for
What
you.
kind of head?
It's the thing. Don't worry about it.
A demon head.
Can I see it?
Maybe not here, but if you would like to in at our apartment, I'd be happy to show you.
You see a couple of kind of gruff, mercenary-looking types kind of look over when they hear the words "demon head" and they kind of go.
Mind your business.
Damn it. I take
That's
out my
what
sword and I
Freeman
point to my
said. He
broken
said that he
football
had
dick.
a head. He got a head of the demon and he escaped.
Stop helping. Stop helping.
The mercenaries kind of shrug and walk away, just like pointing back. Like,
Oi, we're going to our apartment. Do you want to come?
Sure, yeah, that
All
sounds
right,
great.
and who are you, by the way?
Oh, well, no one of importance, really. But people just call me Pock.
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 All right.
Oh,
Hello, I'm Calico Jane.
Oh, yes.
Karsten, nice to
Karsten?
meet you.
yo, Pock.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hello.
Hey.
And this is Hesperus.
very nicely done.
Off we go then to the apartment. Indus, catch you on the flip side. Catch you on the flippity flop.
And he just kind of nods. And goes,
You want a sword?
Flippity flop.
You take a sword and just... I
Oh,
throw him a
Oh,
sword.
we have an entire bag full. Look.
Yeah.
Nice.
He doesn't care about swords.
Just kind of shrugs these frail shoulders.
He don't care. He don't care.
For defense. Tell us if it's a legendary sword that'll end all of the world. Let us know.
Why you,
As you flip him one,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
just catches this blade, kind of looks it over, and kind of stashes it deep in his robes.
Yeah.
He's not very emotive. So as you
That's
guys-
classic Indus.
That guy.
That guy's just so mellow. He's a straight shooter, and I respect that. Off we go to the apartment then.
Yep, let's go.
Too many
Sounds-
cooks, too many. Too many cooks.
So as you guys are walking along, the heat of Dis kind of washes over you, and you remember the worst part of this place.
Oh God, it's so hot.
I start just slightly panting because I'm a cat.
Yeah, you don't sweat, you just pant. And you see the kind of like the giant focal point of the city, the Tower of Dissipator that kind of melts and reforms as it just is standing there. It's this enormous thing that draws your attention quickly and reminds you that, yes, you are truly in Dis. And you hear this kind of gruff but distinctly feminine voice kind of grunt out, "You late, get in." You look over and you see this powerfully built creature all in black, this kind of ornate mask. We'll have a picture of it coming up on screen here in a minute.
Sorry.
Should be the stewardess. And kind of standing in front of
Stewardess?
this Yeah.
Haha.
Hey,
Ha,
yeah, I definitely meant that. I'm from this kind of carriage. It has no real means of propulsion that you can see, and it's very dark and
Like
inside.
literally like an old-fashioned horse-drawn carriage kind of a thing,
Yeah, except minus the horses.
but minus the horses. Tight.
Yeah.
I will say that we literally just pulled up here, and we have no control of how fast we go. So I think you were actually early.
Just kind of looks you over and goes,
Hello, who are you? who are you, ma'am?
Ma'am?
I'm Gistrong, one of the stewardesses for Kumbhakarna. He told me to be expecting you here.
I'll
You
handle
have
this.
something for me.
Oh,
Hi. Hey. How's it going? I'm VMAC.
She's just slightly shorter than you, but she's she looks your. I know who you are. You
Oh,
work for
good.
you
My
work-
reputation precedes me. And then I lift my shoulders like, oh man, I'm tired. Just
you-
enough so that the armor just barely uncovers my penis.
Because he's not wearing pants. None of us have said anything. We just...
VMAC.
Gone with it.
You know, oh,
VMAC.
I'm so sorry. Oh man.
VMAC, you doodle. You doodle.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize it's just so hot in here, and my powerful thighs were getting constrained in that armor. That's so powerful. Yeah, that's VMAC, by the way.
And yes, we do have something for Mr. Kumba. Shall we step into the carriage?
Or at the bar. Can I
believe
buy you
so.
a drink?
Oh my god.
Well, in order to get to the bar, we'll need to get into the carriage first.
Okay.
Man, guys are.
He's just displaying his.
my-
I just imagine like completely spread, just power pose.
She just kind of shakes her head.
Like, all I can see, your balls, and that's not all I want to see right now. But
Yeah.
there they are.
It's strangely hairless. I don't know.
You wouldn't think it would be. You'd
Right?
think it'd be a lot more tufts, but no, just
No,
smooth.
yeah, the
Just
high
stone
winds
man.
of the mountain kind of
blew it right off.
blew it right off. That's right.
Fascinating.
We're hairless people.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating. So we get into the carriage.
Yeah, she kind of has the door held open. She's actually kind of hanging out from the carriage with the door open. She looks you over.
She's like, and we're like, blah blah blah.
Well, she looks over Liaziel, Meepo, and Pock and is like, Kumba didn't say anything about these.
Oh, they're all with us. They actually helped us out quite a bit in acquiring the item in question.
The product.
She nods slowly. All right.
With they're fine. They're fine. Let's all get in. Is there room for everyone?
Should fit.
1, 2,
And she kind of looks you
5,
over.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's gonna be time.
I pretend not to notice.
Meepo, get on my lap.
All right, let me
Get on
just.
my lap, little
I gotta.
meepers.
He's
Oh wait, I'm sitting on the strap of the bag. I can't.
Meepers, little meepers, get on my lap.
All right.
He's a little tight, but yeah, you guys are comfortable.
Meepy.
Yeah.
You get in, and it's actually kind of
Meep-a-doodle.
cool in here since it's 100% shade.
Air conditioning.
People with dark vision can actually see in here.
I'm a little chilly. I don my. So there's no shrinkage.
Don your trousers. You put your trousers.
You don't just fluff yourself incongruent,
Just like
inconspicuously.
ever so
Yeah.
slightly, like half mast or something.
Yeah.
Present.
No, not yet.
Present. Cool. We close the door. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're in there.
Is
The
it
sense of motion.
like no windows or
There are windows, but they're all covered up with these black satin curtains that are
Curtains.
just pulled taut, and no light gets in here.
All right.
So those of you with dark vision are okay in here.
Oh,
Everybody
I don't-
else, it's like you just like your eyes still are adjusting to the darkness, and you are unable to really see what's going on.
Damn it.
You hear her voice come out or ring out that, is it true? Do you slay a demon?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, we did indeed. And I flip open the top of the bag of holding and summon the Borshin Flesh Feast head up.
Look at that guy.
Nice.
Look at that
And,
guy.
Yeah, it's just
So
a giant
he's a little
tongue.
bit charred. I went overboard with my fireball spell, but this is him. So.
She looks it over in the darkness.
It's gross. Put it-
Macarno.
Oh, here. Let me
very-
light.
She hisses, and you see these kind of like shades on her mask flutter down quickly.
Whoa.
Oh,
hey,
turn that off, turn that
Sorry.
off.
Okay, I
There.
dispelled the light. I'm so
Easy
sorry.
there.
Careful
He
with
gets
that.
excited.
I
You
just
know,
wanted
it's
you
like
to get a good
mechanical.
look.
I can see it just fine.
You know,
Okay,
that
sure,
light
hands.
was was very jarring, but I gotta say, in that brief second, I saw the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen.
VMAC.
I don't know if you can see this, but she looks you over, and it's just like,
You can probably like feel the eyes raking across his body.
yeah,
Really?
it's like, thank you. I think.
Explain more where that came from.
Hey, oi, Pock, oi.
Yeah, yes.
Hello, yeah, hi. Listen, I think we just got to drop this head off.
You see?
with
Oh, that's very nice,
Yeah,
yes.
that's the one we got. Yeah, and we're going to drop that off with our boss.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, sure, why not? Carefully, careful. Okay, all right. Okay.
Kind
and
of startle
then-
everybody.
Don't scream, and then we'll go to our apartment probably, and then you can kind of tell us what you're going to
Give us the rundown.
Just hold that. Just hold it in your. Yeah, hold it. Just keep it close, and just.
Put the head back in the bag because I'd
There
like
it is. Good
just don't
lad.
want to hold a dead head for
No, that's
a while.
nasty.
Fair enough.
Is it stinky? I bet it's stinky.
Definitely.
It's really
She
stinky.
gestures to take the bag.
Oh, well, if you need it, head. And I take one of our other really gross bags that are made of like testicles, like demon testicle.
I
scrotum.
think that is canon as
It
well.
is.
Yeah,
I have
okay.
it. I have it written down as hideous bag. We have two of
Ooh,
them.
nice.
So I take one of the hideous bags and I stick the head in, and then I hand it over. I would like to keep this bag just because it's quite nice.
We've
if
got,
you get
we've
catch
got
my
like
meaning.
we've got some other stuff in there. Like I have a change of shoes in there. And,
Yeah,
keep
yes,
that
a lot
next
of
to the
stuff you
demon
wouldn't
head.
need to worry
Okay.
about. So
like treats, little
fair enough.
snacks, little road
It's okay.
snacks.
And she kind of ties the bag shut so it contains it as well as possible.
Testicle bag.
This is all that Kumbhakarna wants. So, good job. I've been asked to relay that he is very pleased with your success
Neat.
and expects the other hunts to go down just as easily.
Cool.
Oh,
Are
of
we
course.
going to see him right now?
He is not available at the moment.
Oh, well, where are we going?
I've been instructed to take you back to the Fetters, though if you have another place that you'd like to go, I can
Where we
redirect.
live?
That is where we
Oh
live.
no, that's cool. So you'll take the head to him then.
Yes.
Cool.
I will
Okay. Yeah.
deal with
Because
this,
yeah, like we already called him, so he knows it's on the way. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's fine. That's
Perfect.
fine.
Well, that was very impressive. Do you want to tell me at all about your battle with this creature?
Well, I'll have to go back and look at my notes.
well, Leesiel did actually a really good. He had a really good plan for us to sort of beef ourselves up while we were on the correct place. We took out one of the champions who was creating some sort of magical storm on the abyss.
We were in a meat storm for a while.
It was really gross, but we
Yeah.
got through it and we're stronger because of it. And then when we found Portion, he was already in the midst of combat with a black dragon.
Dragon. Oh yeah.
And I managed to siphon some energy from the storm, and I was storing it. And so when I let my fireball go, and it roasted
VMAC
everyone.
intimidated the dragon. The
Yeah.
demon.
I did.
I was role playing you that day,
Yeah.
and I did really well. You did though. You did. I remember it was very impressive.
Well,
you
it's just
intimidated.
one
it.
dragon. I don't get me started.
It's true. It's true.
Ah,
Just
shucks.
Very impressive.
Oh, did I tell you about Meepo? If you look at Meepo, man, he was an orphan. We found him. We kind of
Kinda
took
just-
him
Just
in.
nervously looking around the darkness. He can see really
It's
well,
okay,
but he's still.
Meepers. It's okay. I'm like patting his little head. It's all right,
Yeah.
buddy. You're fine. We're just saying
He's
we're proud
kind
of
of
you.
become like a little brother to me.
Oh my
I mean, look, he got this tattoo. Oh, it's so adorable. I got the same one. Look, and then I show our matching tattoos.
Nice.
Wait, you got the same tattoo?
You know, so there's a sweet side to me. I mean, there's the intimidating badass fighter. Don't get me wrong. I mean, a dragon is not something to trifle with, but I can be sweet when I want to.
I'm starting to recognize that.
Yeah.
And you aren't sure if it's whose hand it is, but a hand brushes across your knee. And
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Very snug in here, okay? People's knees are going to
I'm a little bit squished against the wall.
People's parts are going to touch other people's parts. Let's not point fingers and let's just let it happen, okay?
Okay.
Nine fingers and point names.
So, and it is, speaking of it getting snug in here, I believe that we should be at the fetters now. Once again, congratulations on the successful hunt. Please
Thank
be
you.
in touch.
I have forgotten your name.
Get strong.
Strong.
Gistrong. Such a beautiful name. And it was such a pleasure to meet you. Gistrong.
It was all business. That's right.
Just doing your job. Good job. You're doing a good job.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. We'll contact Kumba with the next head once we have it.
Excellent. Devil's speed.
Right. Yeah. Bye. Tumble out of the carriage.
As we're leaving, I'm like, Devil's Speed. I wonder if they would take offense to Speed Demon. I wonder if that's an offensive term here.
Or is it like a compliment?
Right?
Oh yeah.
It's the speed at which this is Liaziel musing. Maybe it's the speed at which you're dismembering the demons.
Yes.
That's a powerful compliment.
Nice.
That is.
Nice.
If you're a Speed Demon, you kill them quickly.
I knew a few speed demons in my day.
Oh, you. So funny. I like that. That's very good.
Well, shall we go inside?
Let's go into the
Who has the key?
apartment.
Hesperus, you have the key.
Hesperus has the key.
She would.
He unlocks the doors and doors. I don't remember how if we
There's
to
like
unlock
one
one
door.
and
There's a door, and
It's
it's
pretty
got
bare
rooms for
bones.
us. Yeah.
some like basic cheap shitty furniture. And
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys like never even bought
boxes.
groceries and nothing
No,
even.
we pretty much
went
like
bad in
chilled out here and then left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't been
For
back
like
in a
an
while.
hour and then we left. We haven't been here in a while.
Just the same as when you left it. Yeah, pretty.
Cool.
It's slightly cooler in here. Not as cool as the carriage, but still very, very warm.
Yeah.
This is very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All do very well for yourselves.
We're fine. So hey, Lazio, Meeps, Meepers, little Meepy Doodle, and Puck. Welcome to our
It's our
party pad. It's our party pad. We do
yeah.
our
This is
partying
where we
there.
live, and this is where we do all of our planning for
It's
demon
literally
hunting.
The second
Nice
time we've
spot.
ever been here.
It's true.
Yeah.
We didn't stay very long the first time. There's not even anything in the fridge.
Liaziel's reach out with his one good arm to open the fridge and
Yeah.
I mean, there might be. I don't
Sorry.
know. Open it,
We
look.
could actually
Nothing to
maybe
drink
we
here.
could send someone to go get some food and then bring it back.
Well, I was gonna go to the bank anyway.
Do you want to go pick something up on the way?
Yeah. Sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
Do you want to stay and see what Brian has for us first from
Not
Puck?
really. You want to make me a list?
We'll fill you in when you get back.
Then he wants a grocery list.
No.
Oh
yeah.
yes. Well, I assume you are the cook after all, so I'm sure you can find good stuff.
Beer,
all I need to
mead,
hear.
liquor, whatever they got.
Get some.
All
Get
right.
something to drink.
Yes, definitely booze. And
crush if they
some
got it.
meat.
Nice.
Finest one.
Meat.
Maybe of like some like human or half elf. I would be really into that.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Great.
Sounds good.
Sounds weird.
Do I have the soul coin? I think Hesperus might have the soul
Wait,
coin.
whoa.
one of you guys has a soul coin.
Let's just say I do.
Carsten, you want to eat a half elf?
Well, yeah. It's okay. We're in hell. Obviously, they're going to have an assortment of things to eat. I just want to try branching out of my comfort zone.
That's very brave of you.
Yeah.
Thank you, VMAC.
And it helps me to cook things that are out of my comfort zone.
I don't really want.
It's a win-win situation,
I don't
really.
want to eat any humans or
Fuck it all, try it.
half elves.
Why, are you a human?
No, I'm a
Well,
cat.
what's your hold up?
I just don't.
Cats eat people all the time.
Do they?
Yes.
Well, just bring a variety of things. Just give it a go.
Okay.
Meepo kind of looks at you hungry. I'll eat pretty much anything.
Sounds good, Meepo.
Little meepy doodles.
Nah. Liaziel flips you a couple of tarnished silver coins. He's like, pick up some extras. Something extra to drink. Got a
Yeah.
powerful thirst.
Yeah, get
Sounds
some,
good.
Get some booze.
All right.
Preferably those. Preferably just like a can or something. The screw tops are really difficult with, the one arm business.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'll
understand.
bet.
I'll look for that.
Yeah, I can always bite them off, but whatever.
Sure thing.
Cool. So you head out to the marketplace and the bank.
Wait, is everyone pitching in for money on this?
Oh yeah. Okay, here.
I
I'll
don't think
give
I
you-
have any
I'll
money.
give- I do. I still have like all my money. I'll give you a gold.
I have none.
Just
I'm
one
pretty sure I
gold?
used all of it.
I'll give you 2 gold.
All right.
Half elf might be
Don't
expensive. who
don't
knows?
don't go crazy. Like, be reasonable. Try to get a bargain.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll see what I can do with 2 gold. And
And a
2
couple
silver
tarnished
coins.
silver,
And yeah, no, 4. I have 2 already. There we
Nice.
go.
Yeah, he flips you like a handful. You
Oh, a
like,
handful. Okay.
Yeah, 5.
Do you want another gold?
Yes,
Oh
please.
my god. Okay, I'm going to give you a grand total of 5 gold.
Okay.
Whoa.
5 gold.
That's what I'm contributing.
all in?
All right, guys.
Be-
7 silver,
but
5 gold.
Try get a good
That's
deal on
enough.
things.
Yeah.
So you had. So you
Want
get-
anything, Pock?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Are you sure? You look rather small, and maybe you need to eat some more, and then
It's
you'll
coming from
feel
the
better.
dwarf.
Okay, raisins?
Raisins it is. We'll see if they have raisins.
Hell, of course there are.
It's a whole
they give
realm
out.
of
Yeah,
it.
like anytime you ask for grapes, it's just always raisins.
If you ever want candy, they give you raisins.
Fuck this place.
Oh man.
So funny. Okay,
All right,
well,
so
off you've
you-
gone. Off he's gone then.
You step out into the heat, head off to the market and the bank.
I gotta head off to the bank first.
Okay.
Okay.
The rest of you guys are here.
Puck.
What are you doing?
Wait,
Yes.
so what did old Brian send you with? What's he got to?
Brian.
Yeah,
Right.
the librarian,
The librarian. Yes, the librarian.
aka Brian.
Puck always has like parchment and like his ink out. He's always like writing stuff you guys are saying, so he's gonna put that away. And
Wait,
then-
are you? What are you writing over there? Are you writing a book?
A book. Yes, I've written a book.
Oh, that's lovely. What's it
About-
called?
Slaying Demons 101.
Oh, that's really. I have some books actually that I could point you to for reference if you're looking for good tips.
Yeah, my citation section is a little weak.
All right. Well, I'll get that to you another time. But please,
Thank you.
go on.
Oh, right. Let's see here. Let's see. Brian. From the library. He says, let's see here. He's got some things for you. Okay. There's some books here.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
From the library.
Wonderful.
So I have 2 books. Here they are. Here's one. It's called Treatise on the Abyssal Heritage of Dragonkin.
Oh, all right.
It's kind of a long title.
It is.
It barely even fits on the cover.
Yeah, I see it almost. It's like kind of scrolled in on the end of this corner here.
Yeah. It's kind of. What was that? Oh, kind of full. And then I've got this other book. It's called Worm! Exclamation point.
WORM or WYRM?
WORM! Exclamation point.
This one's kind of more just like a sheaf of papers. Maybe it looked like they were at once folded into some kind of origami contraption, but are now laying flat.
Oh, and I guess I do have another one, right? Maybe. This
You have
is
another item, yeah.
yeah. This one's is it this one?
Yeah.
This is the sheet of paper. I don't really know what it is.
Okay.
Well, here, let me see.
Can I have
Yeah,
it?
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm gonna look at it.
For calico only. Hands off.
Did Brian say that?
Yes.
That's nice.
Did he really say that?
Don't
Yes.
don't try to get in the middle of me and Brian.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's a 19 total.
Nice. You get a glimpse of the paper that the last thing that Calico Jane got. It doesn't look like anything at all to you, but to you, you recognize as a magical tattoo schematic.
Oh, so that's definitely not for Calico. I'm pretty sure that
I'm
it's for
pretty
me.
sure I know what I heard, and I'm pretty
Calico,
sure.
Calico, do you know what that is? Yeah, I didn't think so. To inform you, this is a magical tattoo design. I do have the ability to put magical tattoos on people. I have my tools in my bag, and I'm not sure what it does, so let me see here real quick. What does it do?
So it is a tattoo of warding. So basically, it will give you, once it's applied, it'll give you a +1 to AC and a +1 to saving throws.
Nice. All right. It's a sort of a protection tattoo. Looks like to be applied on the back. It's rather large. This will be good. Oh, wonderful.
I don't have any tattoos on
that.
account of all the fur.
Oh yeah. Just a side note. Do you guys have any other demon heads laying around by any chance?
No. That was the only one we have right
was-
now.
was
But
it?
we're going to set out in probably the next few days for another one.
Okay, I think that this might help. Let's see. Somewhere in here. Let's see. Yep. This is something about an oracle or something in Malbolg. Oracle Malbolg.
Malbog.
Yeah. Oracle Malbolg. It's a place.
Oracle Malbolg.
So you guys could roll a religion check just to see if you'd recognize any of that.
Religion.
Nat 20.
Nice.
I got a 15 total.
So 22 total.
Nice. So you've definitely heard of Malbolg before.
Malbog, yeah.
It's one of the planes of hell.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of this like prison plane. It's this just allegedly just the entire plane is just this enormous, unfathomably large mountain.
How do you
just
spell
constantly
Malbog?
Malbolge.
Nice, very nice. Natural 20
Player
on your
knows
spelling.
it. Character knows
So yeah, you guys
I hear it's really nice. This time of year, a lot of people take vacations there.
It's a prison.
Yeah.
Did they take vacations to prisons?
Yep. Especially.
I guess if you're getting 3 square meals a day,
Well,
that's
if it's
pretty
hell,
nice.
Of course they take vacations to prisons.
That's true.
That's probably
does
not their
make
number
that-
one
that makes a-
vacation destination.
That makes a lot of sense, actually, now that I think about it.
So it's a prison plane? Prison world? Prison what? It's a prison?
So
The whole thing's a prison.
one of the planes of hell. Yeah, basically that's where devils are sent to be held until further notice.
For punishment.
Yep. And yeah, it's apparently just a very kind of rocky, treacherous plane.
Yeah, it's like all on the side of like an infinite mountain, essentially.
Yeah, with just constant landslides and lava and smoke and ash and yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And Brian said it was really important that you guys go there, like immediately, like right now.
We're going to prison.
Yeah.
Voluntarily.
Yeah.
Brian
Did he
told-
say why we needed to go there?
It's very important.
Does it have to do with the
That's not why, but
worm?
okay.
Worm.
Oh, this book.
Yeah. I skimmed it, but there was a lot of big words.
Don't worry, I can help out with that. I'll start flipping through reading the worm book.
Worm! Exclamation
Well, it's
point.
just called Worm. It says you're flipping through. It's a sheaf of papers, all with this very mechanically, like accurate writing across them. It's not very long, but it does look like it's written in some form of code, as if the author, who you assume is probably Brian, was worried of maybe somebody intercepting this message.
The meaning is a little bit elusive. Do you have some sort of key that he brought as well?
Key. Nope. No key. Brian said you would know.
He would know or I would know?
Calico would know.
Give it to me.
Yep.
Can I have it?
Sure.
Give me worm. Okay.
I'm gonna start looking through the other book to see if there's some sort of cipher
Treatise
in the
on
second
the
book.
Abyssal heritage of Dragonkin.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Someone's taking notes.
I'm glad you did. I did not.
I did. I wrote it quick, but I got it right. So I'm looking at worm. What do I see?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check, and or actually, let's see.
I'll help her actually if I can.
Okay.
If we can
Yeah.
I'll skim over it together and we'll.
Cool. And if you roll well,
Nat
then
20.
oh,
don't
shit,
even need to
never
roll.
mind.
Plus 5 because I have plus 5 on investigation, so 25.
Nice.
Okay. So let's see. Let's say you're pouring through the text, it's making a lot of sense to you.
Okay.
We're gonna cut over to VMAC right now.
Cool.
As he's walking through the streets. Are you going back to Ukobach and Sons, the bank that you went to last time?
Oh man, they were such dicks.
They were kind of dicks.
Yeah, let me find another bank.
Okay. So you kind of wander around Dis for a while. You're sweating as much as a rock man can sweat.
Oh good.
Let's see. You see this kind of like giant ornately carved pillars in front of this what looks like a big house. But you've been pointed here by a couple of random folks that you stopped in the street, asking in your, of course, very jovial way of, where's the bank?
Sure.
They kind of point you over this way.
Okay.
As you walk up, basically the doors open before you, and you enter into this pretty airy and somewhat cooled foyer. And you're greeted by a stiff little creature walking up to you in this like immaculately tailored black coat with large golden buttons all down the front. And just kind of looks at you expectantly.
Hello, good sir. And I stand up
welcome.
as straight as I can, and
You
is
tower over this creature.
towering over him.
Do you put your pants back on?
I did.
Okay, good. Because you'd be like right about dick
He
height.
got chili in the carriage.
That's right. I do
Yeah.
remember that. He just kind of looks up at you. Welcome.
Listen, I have a question here. I'm opening up a restaurant in Dis. And
Restaurateur.
yes. Well, basically, I'm about to go on travel the realms, and I need a more universal currency. I need to convert this soul coin into gold.
Conversion rates, I see.
Yes.
Excellent. Step back this way, sir. And
Absolutely.
He kind of leads you back to this whole kind of long bank of these tellers. And it does look like a house that has been converted into some sort of bank. So he leads you back through a couple of rooms, and there's this one wall of just a bunch of tellers all dressed exactly like him, and they all look relatively similar, of a similar race. Some kind of devil that's just kind of like shriveled with like sharp eyes. And they stare you down as you walk up to one of them. Currency conversion for the soul coin.
Yes.
As I'm sure you know, the market is in quite a state of flux now.
Okay.
You're converting to gold, you
Yes.
said? Excellent. And he runs some calculations. One soul coin. For now, for an unverified member of our bank, I can buy it for... And he slips a number on a piece of paper over to you.
Flipped over that piece of paper.
It's 2,500 gold pieces.
Oh, whoa! That is bullshit. All right, I went to the other bank over across the way.
Ukabak and Sons.
Yep, Ukabak and Sons. And the conversion rate.
Common mistake.
Oh, yeah? It was astronomical.
Liars and thieves, a lot of them. You made it out there with your soul. Did you sign any paperwork?
Of course, I didn't sign my soul away.
Well, you are much more astute than many travelers of your kind that come through here.
So what does it take to become a verified member of your bank? Would the conversion rate be better?
Well, yes, once we can assess that this is, in fact, from a legitimate source as deemed so by Asmodeus. We have to send it to the treasuries of Minaros, have it checked out. There are many travelers who come through here thinking that they can pass off soul coins. And that while this one does feel very authentic, as you are unknown to us, we cannot buy it on good faith.
What
That
if I
is-
open an account?
Well, in that case, and he pulls out a stack of paperwork that seems all too readily at hand.
Okay.
And he slides it across the window towards you. It is a simple matter of signing these documents. We'll verify your identity and your status in our community.
Okay.
And we'll be on our way.
Now, do I have to give you my soul?
There is no provision such as that.
All right. Well, let me read over these documents, I guess.
So you have your work cut out for you for
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay.
Cool. So go ahead and make an investigation check while you're doing that. While you're looking over all those documents, you have read the fuck out of this coded message. You thought that it was going to be a lot more difficult to decipher, but with Karsten kind of like starting to look over your shoulder, and you just like it all came into focus.
I got it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's almost that like that competitiveness in you that welled up. You're like, I can...
Got it.
So
Her, her thieves' cant probably helps her decipher the code.
And somehow Brian knows that. I mean, he is a well-learned scholar.
That guy. So smart.
So
Yeah, so
basically, the whole document is a very in-depth but quick bit about the Epic of the Worm. Is this almost cataclysmic level event that kind of rampages through the abyss every so often. Brian has he doesn't delve into the conjecture of why or how this happens, but he does mention that it does affect the hells as well. Magic gets a little bit looser. He's worried about possible intercepted communications, because he knows that the information that you seek is incredibly valuable, and there are many who would kill or steal to get it. So he wrote out this whole messaging code and had it flown to you. And he thinks that if you're able to dig into the Epic of the Worm a little bit more, it might be something that you could use to your advantage, since he knows that you're kind of more of the daredevil bent, which is an acceptable term in the hells. And you might be able to twist this kind of like intense but brief age of the abyss into something that you can use.
Okay. Okay.
You have to find out how to harness it first, or what basically there's tons of different reports, and the last Epic of the Worm was millennia ago. So Brian does have access to a lot of different stuff in his library, and some of it has recorded like various happenings and conjecture about it, but it's hard to get firsthand accounts from the abyss that are reliable.
Cool. I'm gonna in our apartment. It's more than one room, right? It's a couple of different rooms.
Yeah.
Cool. So he's at the bank. I'm gonna say, hey, Hesperus and Carsten, do you wanna just step into the other room with me real quick? This will work super fast.
Sure.
Just you hang out here, Pongo.
What's the note say?
What's your name? Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I'll tell you in a
what's it say?
second. I'll be right back.
Just leaving Liaziel, Meepo, and Puck in a room together.
I'm gonna pull Meepo over though and be like, "Oh wait, Meepo, come here, Meeps."
Yeah.
Meepo.
What's up?
You just keep an eye on that little guy right there, okay?
Just one? I got two.
Keep them both on him. Just keep an eye on him. Tell me if he does anything weird.
Oh.
Don't let him do anything weird.
Is that weird?
No, he's fine. Just stay here.
He's just cleaning his glasses.
I'll be right back, just like team meeting. Housemate meeting. Really quick housemate meeting. Come on, Hesperus. Okay.
You see this little kobold kind of walk up to you and kind of like pull his shirt down a little bit more. You see a bit more of his dragon tattoo, and you see him kind of pointedly pull his little weapon out, his giant shield, and kind of just stick it on the floor and just kind of like looks at you like he's not trying to look at you. Just like kind of cleans it a little bit. Just kind of keeps standing there staring at you.
So, you come here often?
Never been here before.
So I'm gonna relate what I have read in the Worm ! To Hesperus and Karsten in private in another room away from that guy.
Nice.
Just in guesses. Something about him, it makes me, I don't know, he's a little very too curious for my taste. Anyway, so cataclysmic event happens in the abyss but affects the hells. Brian seems to think that this is something that we can use to our advantage.
He does offer that up with like very much like, Brian, would never do this. I wouldn't condone it.
Right. I mean, he says, no, like don't. But he also thinks that we should.
It's a bad idea, but our options are really limited since our souls aren't our own right now. So, all right, what's the idea?
Yeah. Well, what is the idea? That's all I wrote down. Something we need to find out more about Worm. We need to find out more about
the epoch of the Worm.
The last time it happened was a millennia ago.
Ooh, that's quite a long time.
And Brian has lots of research, but we have to be really careful. He's concerned because of the fudging. It's affecting the magics. That's why everyone could hear through the stones. So I think we can't use the stone because it could be intercepted.
So if we want to learn more, we'll have to go to him, potentially.
Or, since I was able to translate this, is it in Thieves' Cant? Is it... No, just something clicked in my head. I don't know.
Yeah,
Brian and I have a special bond. Okay.
Clearly,
your Thieves' Cant definitely gives you a good idea of how to say things without coming out and expressly saying them.
Yeah.
So it helped you a little bit there.
Okay.
It was something that you just, I don't know, the code just clicked for some reason.
It just clicked in my head. So I don't know, but maybe we can use we could send him messages with this code, with that little weirdo out there.
Oh, well, if you know the code, yeah, we could do that.
I feel like
I also
know
would not
the
be-
code.
It'd be hard to reverse engineer it. You can read it really well. It would take you some time to write a message in the code.
Okay.
I could help you with that, though. I'm really good with books and words and things.
Groovy.
Do we want to write him a note, or should we go to Kenya and talk to Brian in person? That would probably be the safest way for him to give us the information.
I mean, he didn't say anything in the message about where to go specifically right now. Did he?
You remember him saying, danger,
Yeah.
stay put.
He kept saying, because remember he was yelling
can't
in the,
talk.
he was yelling in the rock, and he was like, no, get safe. He wanted us to stay
Yeah,
safe.
stay safe.
I don't think
Okay.
he wants us to go.
To go anywhere. All right. But that the gnome in the other room, he was saying something about going to Malbolg.
Yeah, and that's not.
That's not near Dis. That's quite a way down.
That's not in the note from Brian anywhere. That's another thing that makes me wonder about this little Pongo, or whomsoever he is. Ping Pong. Poodle. What's his name?
Pock.
Pock.
He's curling your mustache. So while you guys are debating this, and feel free to keep debating this, but VMAC, how did you do on that investigation check? Nice. So you flip through it and you start seeing some pretty common stuff that's trickily worded. That might get some regular old schmo to just sign away their soul.
Oh my gosh.
And the creature behind the counter kind of sees that you're on to him.
Well,
So-
I'm gonna intimidate him.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Oh, 19.
Oh, nice. He kind of shrinks back from you. What do you do exactly to intimidate
I
him?
put my hand near my sword.
Okay.
And I say, "Look, you sniveling little shit.
He just
All
goes,
right, I'm on to you. Okay.
"Oh,
I've read a lot of fucking legalese in my day. Okay.
well, I assure you, sir, ours is the finest legalese there is.
Oh, that's great. All right, you little scumbag.
Oh,
What's
I've
gonna
been-
happen here is you're gonna give me a better conversion rate on this gold piece.
And he kind of shrinks back from you, and you see him trying to regain his composure, although he's obviously shaken by your outburst. And he's behind some this like ornately framed glass. He's physically safe, but still your words have had an effect on him.
Oh, good.
Well, I suppose we could expedite the process to confirm you as a citizen of Dis. That would be the easiest way to put the paperwork through. Though it is really it must be done sending the coin to Minaros itself. Of course, we'll give you a deposit slip, and all of our records are in excellent shape.
Okay. And how much is the new conversion rate?
Saying everything were to check out, we could be speaking of numbers in this range. And he slides another sheet of paper over towards you.
I'll check out the sheet of paper.
It's 10,000 gold pieces.
10,000 gold pieces. Oh, that's funny. That's a funny way of writing 15,000 pieces.
I assure you, sir, money is money.
Yeah, money that's in flux all the time. So why don't we make it in flux my way?
Well, I understand your anger here, though this is quite definitely a subject that I cannot change. It is beyond me.
Beyond you? Do you want my business more so? I'm going to open up a thriving restaurant here. All right? Now, what's to stop me from going to Oglepush and Sons?
Ukobok and Sons is...
Oglebuck and Sons.
They are a lesser bank, and you would be a fool to go with them, though if that is your wish, you are welcome to, sir, as this is a free hell.
This is a free.
Free hell, huh? All right. I'll tell you what I'm
Now,
going to do.
if you're interested in a business loan,
A business loan, huh?
yes.
Oh, and is that more of my frickin' soul?
Well, that is one way that you could pay for these things.
Okay.
Though I'm sure someone of your incredible qualities can garner more money.
You know what? I don't like you.
Well, sir, the feeling is mutual, and I take that compliment very highly.
Oh, good. All right. You know
You
what?
just flirted by accident.
Write it up. I want that deposit slip. 10,000.
Excellent. And he pulls out this huge ledger, skims through it, tears off this ancient, aging sheet of paper, scratches out a bunch of notes, fills out this whole entire form, and hands it over to you. I'm sure someone who has seen so much legalese as yourself will be able to tell that this is of course, everything is in tip-top shape here. Now we just ask the coin of you, sir.
All right. Hold on. Let me look over this thing again.
Cool. Go ahead and make another investigation check. You can make it with advantage, though.
17.
Okay.
Well,
You can roll again if you want. But that's pretty good.
17.
Oh, really? Wow. So yeah, you read it once, you read it twice, you get the exact same thing each time. It looks legit. It's been undersigned, and you do see a stamp of this bank, along with a stamp of the banking committee of DIS.
Okay.
Followed by another seal that has been put there actually by the office of Dispater himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Minaros Treasury has it all undersigned. So it's pretty big names that all are as honorable as one can be. They're all very legal names, which in hell is about as honorable as you're going to get.
Good. Good.
So
all right.
it checks out in your opinion.
Let me sign it, and I'll give him my soul coin.
Excellent. So yeah, you sign it. He witnesses that. He takes the soul coin gingerly and slips it into this leather sack, bags it up, writes a label for it, and kind of sets it down underneath the desk.
Okay.
You can check back, and I'll expedite this as quickly as I can, though 2 days' time is the fastest that we can really process this.
I understand. Hey, you know what, buddy? I mean, you're just doing your job. I'm sorry I got a little angry at you.
That's okay. It happens all the time in this line of work.
Opening up a restaurant is stressful.
A restaurant.
Yeah.
Well, if you do think to take out a business loan, please seek us out here.
I'll think about it.
At the House of Change.
Thank you.
Of course.
And I'll start walking back out. Is there another greeter at the door?
It's the same one.
Oh man, I wanted to psych him out if it was a different one. But I just apologized to this. Oh wait, no, that's a different guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I look the greeter in the eye.
Okay.
And I go like
he
that.
He goes, kind of goes back into these folds in his neck and just
punk ass bitch.
Thank you for your business. And he says as he emerges. So you're heading to the market now?
Yeah, might as well.
Cool. So you're headed on your way there. And what do you guys finish discussing this? You do see a lot more mentions of things. This is kind of like your initial read on the worm paper.
Okay.
There are lots of different ideas that Brian has thrown out there of places that you could learn more. Okay. He brings up the libraries of Minaros. He says that there are it's a safer library to get to for you. He does
I tell them that.
Okay. He does touch on other oracles and seers who can be found in various parts of the hells, who might have more either first-hand information or maybe they're just total crackpots. He, of course, being a librarian, puts his faith in the libraries of Minaros.
But sorry, snack time.
No
Does he
worries.
mention at any point the Oracle of Malbolg?
He brings up oracles and seers in general, though he does not say It's not like the things that he's pulling from. He actually has all these citations and sources for every line of this paper that he's writing you. And,
of course he does. Good old Brian.
Yeah, he's very articulate.
Very
yeah. But he doesn't have a oracle repository really, so he can't really quote those. So it's kind of like one of those things like this article needs citation.
Sure.
And you can see that the handwriting is more forced even as he's writing that.
Okay. So I'm gonna relay all that. It just makes me think. I don't. This Pock character telling us to go to. Unless I got a Malbog, and I don't think
Yeah.
Brian told him to tell us that. I don't know what he's at. I don't know what he's about, but I don't think that's from Brian. I think there's something up with
Meepo
this
has
little
gotten
shit.
closer
Yeah, I
to
think
you.
he's
Just
trying
kinda
to
looking
turn
at
the
you.
situation his advantage somehow. I don't know what he wants there,
I
though.
want to go find out.
Do you wanna go ask him?
I don't even wait for that. I
Oh.
go out into the next room and I
And
go right
she's
up
gone.
to him.
Meepo's standing right in front of him,
And
too.
I'm like, Meepo, stand at the ready. And I'm like right in his
Draws
little
his
face.
weapons.
And I'm like, who the fuck are you?
I back up
Yeah,
against,
yeah. Who are
I
you?
back up against the door. Oh,
I'm Puck.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just Puck. I told you I was.
And Brian sent you, yeah?
Did he send you?
Well, I don't know.
Was it Brian?
Well,
Good job,
well,
Meepo.
you know,
Yeah.
Does everyone else come into the room?
I mean, yeah, I'll follow it and just sort of be like,
And
okay, here we go.
Hesperus is just like standing menacingly in the background like she does.
Yeah.
Does everyone crowd me?
Just Meepo so far, and
I think it's just me
Pro-
and Meepo.
You, Meepo, and then Hesperus is probably like kind of off.
She's
behind.
like, I think I'm gonna say she's sort of like slowly
She's
pacing
she's
behind
definitely
me.
guarding the door, like the only exit out.
No, she's on alert. She's on alert, but it's not. I don't think she's like up on your face. That's me and my meepers. Meeper doodle.
How big's the room?
It's probably about, say like 30 feet. No, that's a little too big. Like 15, 20 feet aside. It's pretty large. Like I said, pretty barren. There are a couple of sitting areas, but
Stools and
yeah.
wooden things. It's
the
not
Aziel's
nice.
kind of like in this nook, like that's way too small for him, kind of just piling out, just watching all this go around.
Sure. So with Puck's back against the door, he's just gonna nervously reach into a pouch and take out a little incense stick, and then he's gonna go, "Wah!" and he's gonna cast hypnotic gaze on everybody.
I'm gonna counterspell you.
Oh,
I see the spell coming up, and I'm like, no, none of this,
oh shit!
none of this.
Nice.
Just
Some
gotta
magic
shut it
stuff.
down.
I don't know.
Well, what level is your spell?
3.
Mine is also 3, which means it automatically does it. It's at level or lower, it'll stop.
Oh man.
If it were 4th level, then I would have had to roll. But
Okay, so we should probably roll initiative.
Yeah, I think so. It sounds like. Oh, I don't even have to roll initiative here. I'm just.
Do you want me to roll for Hesperus as well, or?
She's not here, so I mean, if you
right
need,
there.
if you need to be like Hesperus, go turn on the lights or something, she can go do that. But Hesperus go attack will be not something that she's doing. Right
Okay.
I rolled a 6 for my initiative.
now. Okay.
8.
Curses!
9,
Oh my god, you guys are.
which is not great, but it's before you.
All right.
If you
Sounds
can interrupt
good.
him.
And so Liaziel and Meepo can also help out, just like Hesperus can.
Okay.
They could possibly give you advantage by like flanking a combatant, but they aren't going to really be rolling damage on their own.
Okay.
So Calico Jane, you spring into action right away. You and Meepo right there. Meepo goes, "What was that?"
Oh
As these like spells collide and slosh throughout the air.
my.
I guess I'll mark that I used that.
I'm gonna. Okay, so I feel like I've been attacked. I feel very defensive.
Meepo feels defensive too. He's trying to
So-
hold his shield in front of you.
Oh, little muppet! I'm just loving it, bits and pieces. So I've got all these daggers and whatnot. Well, I've got my new daggers, my +2 to defense daggers. So I'm gonna take I've got a dagger. Okay, I want to attack him. I'm not trying to kill him. Just to be clear, I'm not trying to kill him.
Okay.
But I'm pissed off because he just tried to do some mumbo jumbo shit on me, and I don't know what the hell's going on.
So before you roll, as a reaction, I'm going to cast Instinctive Charm, and I need you to make another Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So,
Oh man, this is exciting. Meanwhile, at the marketplace, you're having one hell of a time.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't
Are
think.
we going or is there a battle?
No, there's a battle, but
Oh.
you're just having a
Less
normal
than
shopping
15?
time. It's really mellow.
Yeah.
less than
Yeah,
15.
it's a 5.
I very much failed that.
Oh man.
Okay, so you must target the target nearest to you other than me.
Meepo!
Again, I'm not trying to kill him, so that's gonna be good.
So somehow Meepo's like, yeah, you punk, yelling at you as he gets stabbed in the back.
And that, like, I don't understand but like, if that happens, do I like know what I'm doing? Do I? And in
You're
the moment, am I
temporarily
like,
charmed.
am I just like, or am I
Yeah.
like, no? Like, what happens?
So I think at this point your mind gets probably kind of muddled, and you just see this gnome in front of you, and you all that hate is just like it doesn't make sense on him, and you just try and find a target.
I'm like,
there's
"Rah, rah,
Meepo.
rah, rah, stab.
Yeah, and you think of that one time that Meepo did something that was like maybe kind of annoying. You're like, you bastard, you've been planning this all along. Just all your hatred just shifts over to Meepo. Kind of like slides off of
Should
this
I
little
roll?
gnome.
You gotta roll an attack,
Should I
yeah?
roll an attack, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't. Oh, that doesn't count. That was cocked.
You dropped that.
Don't hurt me, too bad.
Uh-oh. Poor Meepo.
Oh, it's a 4.
4 plus
Nice.
6 is 10 to hit.
So 10 to hit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Meepo, especially with his giant shield, he just sees you go, "Meow," like stab into the shield behind him. He goes, Calico.
Oh no.
What else are you doing on your turn? You can do a movement.
I don't really want to. I don't know if I don't necessarily want to.
I think, are you kind of considered an ally at this point to her, just for this turn?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
She just had to attack
That
someone
one
else
attack.
other than me.
Okay. So now probably you can see the gnome again for who he is, this nervous little creature in the corner.
I'm mad. I think I'm just. Yeah, I'm not. I don't. Sorry. What can?
While you're thinking that over, VMAC, what are you buying right now?
I'm looking for exotic meats that are more in my budget, you know.
Oh man, boy, do you find the market.
Oh, good.
Everything is the meat looks like it's sweating. Has a
Okay.
nice sheen to it, but it is cheap.
Okay.
Very cheap.
What's
Human?
is there? What are the most exotic meats?
This large creature with just like two scythe arms kind of comes up and goes. It's like
not this
pointing and
again.
gesturing. Yeah, you can understand the infernal pretty well, although it's like this gurgly, nasty, like deep dialect of it.
Oh,
And he
good.
kind of points out a couple different cuts of various creatures,
Mm-hmm.
and he kind of is looking you over, and he also points over to a couple of rocks.
Okay, because I'm a rock.
Yeah, they look like they once were a part of a creature.
Oh no! They were, no! I just got that. Dad? Oh, I'm just kidding. I never knew my dad. I'll smell them. Whatever smells the best, the freshest. I'm gonna get.
They do smell like something. Everything smells pretty intense. It's hard to tell which one's the freshest.
Oh man.
But yeah, you're able to kind of like poke through him, and he sees you poking through, and he kind of like skewers a couple chunks, holds them out of the way. And you get a really good deal on a good set of meat that you think is relatively fresh and very affordable.
Okay, let's get that. Also, potatoes. Any good potatoes?
He kind of just like looks at you like you're insane, just goes and like gestures you out into the marketplace with his giant scythe arm.
Okay. I'll look for sides and
Okay.
also booze.
Nice. So you're on your way to look at that. What did you decide that you're doing?
I'm not gonna do anything else other than I'm giving this little booger a stink eye like you wouldn't believe, because I don't know what's going on.
And
I'm
Meepo's
mad.
giving you a watery eye like you wouldn't believe. Just like one quivering, like
the single tear.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like this, and so I'm like, oh, you made me hurt, little meepers, meepy.
All right, Pock, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I want to leave.
Okay.
So how close am I to the door?
Were you guys cornering him against the door? Was that correct?
No, he.
Well,
he,
I
he was-
don't-
He was somewhere in the room. These two were next
Hang
to
on,
him.
there's like a
Hesperus
wall.
was guarding the door.
Okay.
I'm just sort of like probably back near Hesperus, I guess.
So you're probably 15 feet away from the door against a wall, maybe 20 feet, let's say.
Okay.
And in between you and the door is this pissed off cat, little kobold, and intimidating tiefling in like full armor with a flaming sword.
Sure.
You're in between there too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast an incantation, which you would recognize as Blink, and then
Can I counterspell him again?
If you have the slots for
I
it.
do.
Oh wait, did you?
Well, I
use
used-
your
That's for the
reaction?
other
But that was
show.
in the.
That was like the
Before
first
combat.
round. That was before we did initiative. So would this
Okay.
be a new round for me to do that? Could I use my reaction for this, or?
Bon's here.
I would think that you would have a reaction
Oh.
now.
Okay.
Bon,
Then-
come back.
Then
Okay,
I...
Sorry, Bon.
A third level spell, you just nixed again.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So I try to cast a spell and it doesn't work. And then I cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Nice. Which is just
and-
like a bonus action.
which
right?
is a bonus action.
Okay.
And then with my movement, I just run towards the door and I take all the hits as I run, I guess.
Okay. So go ahead and make a attack of opportunities.
Yeah.
And you're looking to beat a 12.
Oh man.
Oh, she did.
Uh-oh.
Did she get sneak attack? Is Meepo's there?
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ow, ow,
You get to
ow.
add 3d6
sneak attack.
along with
Poor
your
Puck,
deck.
I'm sorry.
D4. So here, let me roll these and a d4.
Oh, I don't need mine then. Uh, 13 damage.
Ow, 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 ow.
No!
Can I stab him with a dagger too?
Yeah, I want to move my full 25 feet towards the door. So anyone who's standing between me and the door can hit me.
Okay.
So Hesperus would hit.
Ooh, I rolled a 17 to hit with my
Nice.
dagger. So
You
stabby
definitely-
stab
Get him in the guts.
with a d4. That's 2 points of piercing damage.
Oh, dangerous.
I'm good with spells, not with arms.
Technically a shink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Hesperus would be like, I don't know what's happening.
I think she's just gonna be like trying to like stop him from like leaving. Like clearly
Yeah.
he's like making an escape. And she's like, no.
So since this is
Yeah, I wonder if she could do something.
Could she could she attempt to
If she
grapple him?
I was gonna say.
yeah, she'll be more
I
of an
was-
obstacle. So if you want to get around this imposing tiefling, you're gonna have to make either you're gonna have to make an acrobatics check to
Okay.
try and like slip through her grasp.
Should I do that now?
Yeah.
Could she make like an athletics check to like grapple him?
Just because she isn't here, I'm gonna have him. Just
I rolled
roll
a nat 1.
Oh no! Yeah, she
Never
just,
mind.
like, just grabs you by your mustache and picks you up off the ground.
kicking his little feetsies, kicking him,
Yeah.
kicking him.
Not the mustache, not the mustache.
So yeah, you are grappled.
Okay.
And then it would be Karsten's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna cast detect thoughts.
Oh wow! Okay, this is interesting.
You have to make a wisdom saving throw
All
against
right.
DC 15.
Oh,
18 nat.
oh, nice.
Dang it!
Ow, 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 ow.
That's all you get in your brain. Just that's amplified.
And I'm going to I'm gonna go over and like help block the door. Try to help like contain him.
Okay, so you move your way over there. VMAC, you found a place that's selling all kinds of weird veggies that you've never seen
Sweet.
before.
Sounds good.
Some look like potatoes, but you aren't entirely sure.
Oh man, is there some that look like cabbage?
There's some that smells like cabbage, but it
good.
doesn't look like it.
Well, I'm gonna get that cabbage smelling thing, and
Okay.
I'm gonna get the potato looking thing.
Okay.
Is
It
there
kind of
any-
pulses
yeah.
in your hand gently when you pick it up.
Oh, that's cute. Is there any sort of booze around?
Yeah, there. The guy who runs the shop is just like lizardy creature with these giant, like flaps kind of coming down around his head, and he's looking you over. Boost. He pulls some bottles down with these
Nice.
like multiple limbed arms coming off of him.
Oh man, do you have any cans?
Cans.
Yeah.
He plucks a couple out. They're all kind of warm.
Okay. Well, we got a fridge. Now, how about raisins?
Ugh. Raisins, no.
Shit. Okay. All right. Well, thanks. I'll take these veggies and the potato things, and the booze.
Nice. He with his arms, he kind of like forms a couple of different numbers at you to show you how much everything costs.
How much have I spent? How is this? Can
So
I
far
afford
you're
this?
down about 2 gold.
Okay. Well, I'll buy that stuff.
You got a lot of stuff. You have more than enough stuff to experiment with.
Cool.
So while you're settling up with the weird, creepy, snaky man, Calico Jane, what are you doing?
Okay, so Hesperus just put, like, holding.
Just grabbed him. Yeah, he's
Well,
like.
dude.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm first of all, Meepo, I'm sorry. That piece of shit made me do it.
I don't like that guy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go over to this little gnome dude that Hesperus is holding, and I'm gonna get right up my cat face, right up in his little gnome face.
Uh-oh.
Just right in it, and I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Me. Ow, 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 not the mustache, ow.
Yes, the
ow,
mustache.
Ow.
Who are you? Who do you work for?
It took me a really long time to grow this.
no one cares.
Ow.
Oi, listen to me.
No, but that mustache, ow.
Hesperus, put him down, but continue to hold him in an uncomfortable fashion, just not by the mustache.
She kind of puts you down, holds you by your hair, and like with one giant plated hand on your shoulder. That just is basically your chest and your throat as well.
Hold his hands.
Which she does.
Has him just in one hand above your head.
Not even difficult for her to imagine.
Yeah.
Why did you try to get us to go to Malbolg?
Malbolg, yeah, I gotta go to Malbolg, yep.
Why?
That's what Brian said to do.
No, he didn't.
Yep, Brian, the good guy, we've known each other for years. Definitely said Malbolg.
No.
Definitely Malbolg.
Definitely lying, isn't he?
You can do what was it?
Insight?
Intuition? Insight.
Roll insight.
Yeah. Just to see what.
No. And I'm like, but then why, if that's true, did you put spells on me?
I was very scared. I'm still very scared.
That is evident.
I mean, that's valid. Hesperus is kind of creepy.
So as you're chatting with him, it would still be your turn. I think we can stay in combat order for a little bit longer just to see what happens. Yeah. So you are restrained. So your speed is 0. Attack rolls against you will have advantage, and your attack rolls will have disadvantage. You also have disadvantage on dexterity saves. What are you trying to do?
It's like I want to persuade him to just tell me the truth, because I have a good persuasion, but I don't know if that's how that works.
Yeah, you could roll persuasion, and I mean, if you do well enough, he'll also get to roll.
Yeah.
What, your insight versus it? Yeah, or do
Wisdom save?
Yeah, I think a wisdom save.
I rolled a
makes
nat 20.
Okay.
on persuasion.
Plus 8. Plus 8.
Okay.
So
So you make a lot of good reasons of why he should tell you. What are those?
you just look. You are outnumbered. We have a magic user. I can do a teeny bit of magic. And when VMAT gets back, he's going to be really cheesed off that he tried to get raisins for you.
Not feedback, no.
Yeah.
He's very lewd.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We've all seen his penis.
Yeah,
like,
it was
a
very
lot.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. And that's just the proverbial tip. Just the tip. Just to see how it feels. So I really think, for your sake, for all our sake, that you should just be honest and just tell me what is going on here. Why are you trying to get us to go to Malbolg? Why are you being so sketchy? Why are you casting spells on me? What's going on?
You promise VMAC won't take his pants off again?
I will do my very best to keep his pants on his person.
Okay, well, if you really want to know...
Yeah, I really do.
There was this group of people, they were hunting demons, and they intercepted somebody who was coming from the library, and they had a message for Calico Jane, and they gave it to me to give to you, and they promised me lots of gold if I could get you to go, to Melborg.
Wait, it was another group. Did you see the group? Do you know?
Yes?
What do they look like?
What did they look like?
Yeah, what did they look like?
You're honestly, this person could have been almost anyone. They're heavily obscured by magic. They're a proxy of a proxy at best.
I don't know.
How many of them were there?
One.
One person. Might have been one from the group, though.
Can I go now?
No.
No.
They did have a particular way about them, though, as you're thinking back on it. Their speech didn't. They spoke common. It didn't sound like their first language. And it seemed like there was a lot of like respiration, almost like a hissing in the background.
I relay that information.
That sounds like the Queen, I think.
Could be.
Or the Maw.
Could be. Those dicks.
Shite. They intercepted the message from Brian.
Well, they
You're
did.
not the original messenger. Who is?
I don't know. All I did, they told me books and to send you, and that was it. And then they promised me lots of gold.
They promised you lots of gold for us to come and break them out.
No, I don't.
For us to go to Malbog. They wanted us to go to Malbog. They want us out of the way. Which means whatever Brian fully intended for us to know, I don't know. I just know what this worm document says.
So, to clarify, the person that kidnapped the original messenger took them to Malbolg, or they're telling them to send us to Malbolg?
You go, Malbog.
No
Yeah,
way.
I don't think you know anything of the original messenger. Whoever hired you was just very much like, you want to make some money. You take these and these. You find these people, and he describes you. Talk to Calico Jane. And everything about this was like obviously a shady deal that you knew going into it. But
How much money did they promise you?
Lots.
Did they give you
Did they
a
give you a number?
No.
Dude, okay, just let's take a moment here. Just for the record, don't make deals unless you get a final number,
But
alright?
they said more riches than I could ever imagine.
Yeah, well,
Did you sign anything?
Yeah, but there was a pretty thick document.
Oh, Puck.
That's legit. That'll probably be legit with the devils then.
Oh, Puck. You did not make a good decision there, my little friend.
Why are you trying to skip town on us so fast?
I was afraid. I just wanted you to go to Malbog. That's it.
That's what I told you. Yeah.
But we don't know who wants us to go to Malbolg.
No, but somebody
I
wants
don't
us
think
to
it's
go.
Brian.
And regardless, Brian's original messenger got taken, and they sent us this little dick.
Hey, I heard that.
Good. Do you want me to say it louder? Point being, Brian did not want us to go there. Brian specifically said for us to stay safe. Brian didn't want us to go there. This was somebody trying to get us to not be safe. Maybe they know more about this worm thing, or maybe they're just trying to compete with us to get the heads. I don't know. But regardless, this cat is not from Brian. You don't even know Brian, do you?
What does Brian look like?
Yeah, what does Brian look like?
Brian?
You don't know. You don't know. Forget
he's
it.
like just like one of those faces that it just looks like someone you might
Yeah, he doesn't
see
know
on
Brian.
the street.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Is your name even Pock?
Yes.
Do I believe him?
Was using my real name a bad idea?
I do not think that Pock is the smartest of the creatures.
Well, he didn't even get an actual number for how much gold he'd get, so...
Hey, buddy, just for the record, even if you get out of here, even if you get back to them, they probably were just going to kill you.
Kill me? No. They promised me gold.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. And
Did you read that whole document that you signed?
Well, again, it was a lot of words.
Yeah, okay, yeah, they're going to kill you. If you leave here, they're going to kill you.
And you're going to...
Well,
Not kill you if you cooperate.
Which means...
which means you're going to help us now figure out what the hell is going on. Literally.
We need to find the original messenger to figure out what Brian wanted us to know.
Well, the books they gave me, it was originally covered in lots of blood and stuff. I had to wipe all that stuff off.
Oh, he's already gone. She, it.
That already we did.
But can we get word to Brian? See, now I don't trust the stones. I don't think we can call
If
him.
we want to talk to Brian, we have to go ourselves.
No.
And I think going to talk to Brian would be better than going to Malbolg uninformed.
I'm not going. Yeah, the only place I would want to go is to see Brian. And honestly, I'm a little worried about him at this point.
So just to be clear, you're not going to Melbog?
No! Not right now, anyway. Maybe later. I don't know. We'll see how the day plays out.
Okay.
You gonna be good?
Yes.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Do we have any sort of manacles or anything that we can tie him up with? I mean, we'll tie him up with rope if we have
I
to.
got some rope. Yeah. I definitely have rope. Let's
I thought somebody got manacles.
Oh, Hesperus might have. We don't have her sheet, but we're gonna tie you up, little man.
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
So while you
Right,
guys,
well, I'm gonna take things off of his person, little bags and things, anything he's got on him. I'm gonna take it off.
Yeah,
like
make him naked.
components pouch.
You're taking it.
And just like some parchment.
Taking it,
And
taking
the,
it.
the parchment will have like notes about you guys, like
Yeah.
how many of you there are.
Yeah, taking
how
all
many
that.
heads you got.
Taking all of that,
stuff.
and we're gonna tie his ass up. Not like just to restrain. We're not trying to. We don't need to like wound here.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
That is good to be clear. So as you guys are tying them all up, you seem like you had a really great day at the market. You got like a little pep in your step, walking out, got a whole bunch of weird flesh. And,
shopping.
yeah, got all kinds of booze.
Good.
Good.
Going to the market, getting some produce.
It's so hot in this place. This place is hot.
It's this beautiful
Nice.
montage.
Man, that gets strong. She was really, really pretty.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, there's my boner again. Oh, there it is.
No, and actually, as you feel a little tightening of your pants, you also feel a little lump in your pocket.
Oh, what is this lump in my pocket?
Oh, God, is it a tumor?
It's a stone. It kind of looks like the ones that these guys always hide from you.
I'll shake it and I'll rub it a little bit. I'll be like, hello?
And you hear a yes. I'll be right with you. Hey, hello, VMAC?
Yes.
You recognize a voice from before.
As
This is definitely that really built lady in the
oh,
darkness.
get strong.
She must have slipped this into your pocket while your pants were sitting on the seat next to you or something.
Oh man.
VMAC, I didn't think you would call me so soon.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that you were the one who gave me the stone, but I'm glad you did.
I'm glad too. I know we shouldn't be doing this, but I want to see you again, VMAC.
I want to see you again too.
Are you okay with complete darkness?
You want me to get dark vision, or do you want to keep it kinky?
I mean, maybe this is a dumb idea. I don't know. I know you're really busy. I'm sorry I gave you this.
Hey, girl. You know, I know it. It can't be wrong if it feels so right.
That's what I thought as I put the stone into your pocket, which was
Yeah.
sitting on the seat next to you.
Nice.
As I was eyeing you in the darkness, as I'm sure you could feel.
Oh yeah. You know, I got some time to kill. I'm sure that my friends are just hanging out, just not doing anything. So why don't we meet up?
Let's do it. So she gives you directions
Okay.
to some kind of like some area in the like more posh part of Dis. It's still very hellish.
Okay.
Still have to walk across the skull encrusted road to get there. But yeah, she's like, I'll be there. I'll be there soon.
All right.
Wait for me. Leave the lights off.
Of course. Whatever you want, baby.
Wait, are you coming back to the apartment, or are you going?
No.
You're going someplace. Okay.
Yeah. Like the meat's gonna get worse. It's all right, guys.
It's the same temperature as it was in the bin that it was sitting in, so it's okay.
I mean, which is hot, presumably.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably already cooking.
It's hot raw meat. It's
Ooh, yeah.
fine.
Speaking of hot raw meat, that will be
Soon.
So, cutting back to your guys' decidedly not fuck shack. What is happening over here? You got a tied up naked Pock. Well, component list.
We left his clothes on, but we took all of his stuff.
Okay.
Component
You're
pouch.
not naked. You're not naked.
Spell book?
Do you have a
Yeah.
book?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm flipping through his spell book, looking at all the spells he's got.
Are you judgmentail about it?
No,
Or
I'm
you just-
looking. I'm
okay.
looking for new shit to learn.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you do.
I'm
have
gonna
that.
hang on to this for a little while, if you don't mind.
It took me a really long time to work on that.
Yeah, well, if you, thank you, Asperus. Thank you.
Meepo standing guard in front of you. Don't you talk.
Good job. Good job. Good job, Meeps. Good job. Proud of you, buddy. Proud of you.
Thanks. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
Calvin Jane's feeling a little stressed out because she's like I'm worried about Brian. I feel like we need to talk to Brian, but I don't trust the stones. And Brian said stay safe, and he didn't want us to go anywhere. But I'm worried about Brian. Now I want to go check on Brian. But I don't trust this little piece of crap. Somebody's trying to get us to go to Malbog, but I'm not going to Malbog because that was probably just an attempt to get us dead. Where the hell is VMAC with the mate?
It has been a very long time.
Oh, God. I shouldn't have let him go by himself. I knew it. I just knew it. I had literally... Straight talk. Bridget had that thought and was like...
VMAC should go by himself. I agree. He's just going to the market. Like, what could go wrong? What else could happen?
I've made a terrible mistake. And I knew it from the beginning.
Do we want to wait for him to come back?
I mean...
He was really useful getting there the last time.
Yeah, I feel like we should wait for VMAC because I mean, it's not so much that I want his verbal input so much as I want his sword. And if we're going somewhere and Brian could be in trouble, and look, that guy's been really helpful, and I think we owe him. If he needs us, we should go. And that's the only place I think I want to go right now. If we're not going to stay here, we're going to go check on Brian.
All right. Well,
guess we just have to wait for VMAC to come back
let's
from
hold down
shopping.
the fort. In the meantime, I'm going to be copying some of your spells down that I don't have into mine.
All right, I also have 15 gold pieces. In case you guys want
Oh man,
I assume you pocketed that.
Oh, I took your money.
Oh yeah, that was probably when you were yelling at him the first time.
I was like, taking this.
I'm just gonna.
I'm taking this and I'm keeping it. No, I'm not going to.
I'm just gonna write down the spells that I don't know real quick.
I'm adding 15 gold to my money.
Oh man. Thanks for being a loot box for the party. So while you guys are just robbing this man blind,
hey, he was acting funny and tried some shit. We defended ourselves.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying.
I mean, you reap what you sow.
I mean, I'm pretty chaotic, so this is pretty much in character for me.
Oh,
for
yeah.
the record, so.
Okay.
So these guys are looting him. VMAC, you make your way to a very nice part of town. You are one of the only non-devil folk walking through, so you do get a couple of looks.
Okay. I'll raise this, but that's fine.
Yeah, and you get to the building that she described. It looks magnificent. You basically take this like slave lemur operated lift all the way up to top. They're just these creatures are just pathetically pulling these ropes up.
Okay.
Eternity. And yeah, it's just this like you assume it would be a beautiful penthouse, but it's completely pitch black when you walk inside.
Sure, yeah.
The key's under the rug right where she said it would be. Yeah, it's calm. Chill, like cool almost in here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hello?
No response yet. She did say she would be right with you, so you think maybe she's not home yet.
Oh, I should wait here then.
Nice. Do you make yourself comfortable?
I do, and
Pants off, just pants off as soon as he walks in the door. It's so cool and refreshing in here.
I drink from my flask to gain dark vision for an hour.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Very nice. So yeah, you everything kind of comes into focus, and you realize that although you can't, like, normally you wouldn't be able to see anything, it all is like very beautifully textured and well made, very fine items adorn these quarters.
Yeah.
And maybe about 15 minutes or so after you get there, you kind of make yourself at home. There's a little bit of like very fine wine of some sort. You aren't sure its origin, but it tastes delicious if you want to try some. On the counter in this decanter, and you the door kind of like quickly opens. You see a slim like shaft of light from the hallway, and it closes behind. You hear this kind of almost timid voice ring out, "VMAC,
Get strong.
I'm so glad you came here."
I'm so glad I came.
You feel her strong hands on you,
Beside myself.
and
This is wonderful.
and yeah, and let's since it is in darkness, let's just fade to black. There, you guys have a lovely time together.
Do I need to do an athletics check to see if I performed well?
Yes, you.
That would be
You could do it with. Oh yeah, do it with advantage because this is pretty exciting for both you
You'd woo
guys.
her pretty hard.
Yeah.
Man. Okay.
Oh man.
13.
You do an okay job.
Oh no.
She doesn't
new
let you
being.
see that. Yeah.
Things aren't where you expect them to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just dark. Yeah. It's. I mean, you're fumbling around. You can see, but everything's kind of like this grainy black and white. You're not really used to it.
your muscles get in the way every so often. It's kind of
Ew.
But it's not a critical fail. It's a serviceable job.
yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's good, and she assures you just as much.
Okay, good. I'm a fragile ego.
And then she pours you some of that wine, and you guys have a very nice time there.
All right. I had a nice night. Thank you so much.
She
He's no.
thank you, VMAC. Anytime that you're here, I'd love to see you again.
I'll hold you to that.
Please do. And with that, your dark vision kind of like fades out. It's been the end of that hour.
All right.
Your meat smells just like it smelled before.
Oh, good.
Probably left it out in the hallway.
Yeah.
'Cause there's no
I
one
think
else on
so.
this level of the building.
I guess I'll just have to go back to the apartment.
All right.
How long has it been?
Is this
Just
an
an hour.
overnight? Was this a 1 hour tryst?
This is well, he was there for an hour. It was probably about a half hour each way out of his way. So he's been gone for probably going on 3 hours by now because he had to
Wow.
go to the market and the bank.
Yeah.
So yeah, VMAC's been gone for a while. And you guys, you learned some new spells.
Yeah, I'll just say that during this time, I will be like copying these spells into my spell book, so that way I can
I've been sharpening my
decode them.
daggers and my claws.
Do you look over the worm note that?
Yeah, I look over the worm. It's more of a document, I guess, than a book.
It's like a research paper, a
yeah.
term paper written by Brian.
And so, I do. This is from Brian, right? I mean, this appears to be genuinely from him, as far as I can tell.
The way that it's written sounds like something he would write, and it's
Yeah.
written in a very strict mechanical hand. So you think that it's probably his chassis writing this.
He's writing it. Okay, so it does seem legitly.
This
okay.
seem as much as you can tell. Without casting kind of spells or anything like that on it, it seems legitimate.
Okay.
It does seem like these papers, now that you're reading through them, they've actually, been kind of shuffled around as if somebody else maybe rifled through this.
Okay. Okay.
And as you kind of flip through it more, you realize that, Brian highly recommends the Library of Minaros as a place to research the Epic of the Worm more. Was there anything that you were looking for in particular? Any kind of information that you're hoping would be in this document?
I mean, there's nothing. Knowing Brian, there's no like personal message really. This is information that he has found that he is sharing, right?
Exactly.
It's not a like Calico.
Do
Help
this.
me or go here. It's more like I recommend this location for factual information and ascertaining the documentation and doodly-doodly-doo because it's Brian.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, very or very formal, I guess.
Okay, and so it sounds like most of what's in this is sort of rudimentary research and then recommendations for further research.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be too much to convey all the wealth of knowledge about this once in a millennia event.
Now, what if the actual book, the Treatise on the Abyssal Heritage of Dragonkin?
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a little perusal at that? It's not my forte, mind you, but he sent it. I'd like to look at it, just see if I spot anything that seems connected to the worm! Exclamation point.
Yeah.
Document. Okay.
So you flip through that, and it's kind of it's a lot more loopy and loose writing than Brian's would be.
Sure.
There's tons of tales, kind of like folk legends.
Okay.
You do read about Calicant Zaros, who is apparently a hero who once tamed the worm. And there's a ton of legends about him. His name takes on many different significances, although the one that the book tends to really delight in is the one who takes what is the voids.
One who takes what is the voids.
Mm-hmm. And he's said to have kind of tricked this worm in basically via magic of some sort.
Okay.
Kind of has fed the worm things that are impossible.
Okay.
And was able to basically ride this worm through the abyss and destroy huge swaths of things. And now what happened to Calicant Zaros, no one can really say.
Calicant Zaros.
Mm-hmm. It's CALICANTZAROS. So yeah, he's
He was a very learned devil who was able to kind of
So he sort of tamed it.
yeah.
He tamed the worm.
By tricking it with some sort of magic.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's written in kind of like a folk legend, so you're unsure if you could really just be like, oh, this is the recipe of how to do this.
Right, like this is
But
not
there might be
It's like,
nuggets of
tales,
truth in there.
tales say there was one
one who tamed
takes-
the worm.
Yeah, took what was the
What
voids.
was the void? Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, there's also a lot of information that the worm is a horrible portent. Those who embark on expeditions during the Epic of the Worm are said to be dead from the beginning. Basically, they will not. These expeditions will be fruitless, and all who goes along them shall perish. There's tons of different.
That doesn't bode well.
Yeah, there's tons of
Sort
different,
of on an
different kind of like anecdotal stories about those who did try to do something grand and were kind of smote by their own hubris during this time. Lots of magical mishaps that have happened. It does also touch on various like sages and oracles who can kind of commune with the worm or can foresee the worm coming. Although there have been many false foretellings throughout the ages. And it is a very rare event, and it's very difficult to predict. Devils can live for a very long time, and so there are ones who've lived through multiple epics of the worm, and even then, it's not something that even these very learned ancient beings would know how or what it was going to do.
Okay, but if Brian thinks it's coming, I trust Brian. I really do.
He really knows his stuff.
He does. He's been very helpful, and I do trust him.
I think
I wonder why he thinks it's coming, though. Like, what does he know?
He must have found something. The only way we can know for certain is if we go and speak with him, which we'll have to trek. We'll have to trek across the frozen wastes again.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that, but
that's the only way to be certain that we're not being eavesdropped on.
Yeah, eavesdropped on.
I'm gonna look through the notes and stuff and just sort of like read like what sort of things he's like written down.
What have you written down?
I just wrote down, there's a couple different adventures here, and the one likes to take his pants off a lot, and they do have one demon head. Just like things I've observed. The cat person said they had lots of money. Just things I've ever heard.
Okay. And this doesn't look like he's gathering information for Brian. This looks like he's gathering information for someone outside of our group. Okay. All right. So here's the deal, Puck. I'm leaving your gag in, so you can't. I'm going to return your spellbook to you. You're still going to be tied up for now, but we're keeping your component pouch, so that way you can't cast a lot of these. If you try any funny business, it'll be lights out for you. For good?
Yeah, lights out.
So you're going to tag along with us for now until we can get the bottom of this, and we can find out who hired you to come to us, to spy on us, and to give us false information, perhaps.
shut up and listen.
We got a deal? I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts and make sure that...
Was it a wisdom save?
Yes, and I'm also going to use one of my portent rolls to make you roll a 9.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Damn, that's really good.
So I have a +3.
Which puts you at a 12, which is below my DC. So I can read your thoughts. So like whatever big thing is looming in your mind.
Puck is concerned that if he goes with you and people see him go with you, they may kill him. That is his primary concern.
Okay. I sense that you're nervous for your life. Well, you're in hell, buddy. So it could end at any moment. Whether it's by us, whether it's by these people who sent you. Right now, we're your best bet. And if it's who I suspect it is that sent you to us, you're going to want to be on our side. Believe me.
Yeah.
I'll take the gag out. So, are we all clear?
Yes. No mighty wizard.
I mean, you definitely got some good tricks in this that I hadn't found out yet. So I thank you for the boost in knowledge.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just sort of lay the book down at his feet. We're gonna keep you tied up until VMAC gets back, just so you know.
And as if on cue, see a very happy VMAX.
Speak of the devils, where the hell have you been?
Anybody, and I just
Oh,
dance.
Thank gods, or thank hells. I'm thirsty. What you
Oh.
got? Cans too, I see 'em in the bag. What you got there, boy?
Oh, yeah, here's your cans.
Oh, thanks.
I got booze for all of you. Every last one. We're gonna make some food. We're gonna party.
Oi.
We're gonna have fun.
VMAC,
Yeah.
where the fuck have you been?
Oh, I gotta say, when I started this journey,
Oh my god.
I knew that we were going to be killing some demons. I knew we were gonna have some fun, eat some interesting things, but I never thought I would lose my virginity.
You promised me.
Oh, that's right. Oh, high fives. Don't leave me hanging.
Very nice.
Yeah, you
Another
know
one of
what's
those.
up. Oh boy. Oh man.
If my
Oh.
detect thoughts is still on, can I read what's happened?
I
And
think so. You can make a wisdom save if you don't want them to know
Oh
everything
no,
that's
you
happened.
sick fuck! You read those thoughts.
oh God,
Oh,
I don't
you
want
like
to.
that?
Now they're in my brain.
Sorry, I had dark vision. It's
There's
not,
not
that
even.
great.
Oh God, I can see some things that I didn't want to see.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm gonna. I dropped the spell. I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to listen anymore. Oh God.
Well, while you've been
Congratulations, by the way.
no,
no
legitimately,
problem.
actually,
Yeah.
I'm really excited for you. I didn't realize. I mean, I actually kind of, I guessed, but yay!
Yeah,
You did it. You stuck it in. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
So this little fella,
Oh,
Puck.
oh, hey, oh, what the? What
Okay,
the
it's
hell's
not,
going
it's not a
on?
weird sex thing. Let's just be clear right from the get-go. Not a weird sex thing. Turns
Keep your
out,
pants on.
Keep your, oh, yeah.
Sure, sure.
Thank you. Turns out this one was paid by somebody. They intercepted Brian's actual messenger. He is not the real messenger. They were trying to get us to go to Milborg, but we're not going there. But now I'm a bit worried about Brian. Also,
Oh.
there's a whole thing about an epoch of a worm. Epoch. Whatever.
Whoa,
Yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble here, buddy.
a lot of stuff happened there.
Yeah, and I really think we might want to consider, and I'm leaning towards this, even though it means going back to the frozen wastelands. But I'm a little worried about Brian, and
'Kay.
we can't trust the speaking stones.
Okay, okay. Wow, that's a lot to take in. So you want me to kill this guy?
No, not
No.
yet, not yet.
All
Maybe
right.
later.
All right.
Maybe later.
If he seems uncooperative, well, not okay. No, if he tries to make a run for it, you can
Sure.
you can kill him. Sound good?
Can I hurt him?
Huh?
Can I hurt him?
Like you mean like now?
Yeah.
No, no.
Maybe not now.
He hasn't done anything to deserve it right now. But if he does, we'll let you know, and you'll be the person to deliver it. Sound
I'm
good?
just saying, I've never tried his race. And while we're here, while I'm making dinner, I can take a hand. Right? Look, in some cultures in some realms, you steal something, you take a hand.
Okay, no,
My
that's
mouth
not
is
it.
starting to water at the idea of eating his hand.
My mind is
I
starting to
mean-
wander
Sorry I
because I'm
brought you into this.
I don't want to eat his hand, but I'm thinking about I could make a really interesting pendant out of like his
Oh.
thumbs.
How about just the bones? Because I want to taste the meat.
Let me think about it.
Well, there's not a whole lot of meat in a hand anyway. You
You're
probably
right, I
need
should
more
take
like
a
a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But we'll just take up to the knee.
Puck is gonna worm crawl across the floor towards the door.
He's like,
Hesperus just puts a foot on him to stop him from moving.
I take out one of my swords.
let's think about this, VMAC. Now, did you have a successful shopping trip?
Oh, I sure did.
Okay, let's just. I'm just saying, you just spent my gold on groceries. Let's eat a little bit of that
Oh,
first.
and by the way, I just got us, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to say main questers.
5?
Nah.
About, let's just say 2,300 gold pieces each.
Wow, that's a lot of gold.
Where did you get all that money?
did you
From the
do?
bank.
From the bank.
Oh,
for
did
that
you
soul
transfer
coin conversion.
your soul coin?
Yeah, so in 2 days, we'll get that much gold.
Nice.
Not too bad, right? Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, so we'll
Well
pay you
done,
back. I'm
you.
just saying tonight's tasting menu.
Okay.
You know, so I create whatever it is I'm gonna create with what I bought, but I also chop a leg off and eat a little bit of that.
A leg.
Well, we did promise that if he works with us, we weren't going to hurt him. So he's working with us for now. If he doesn't, though, cutting off the leg and eating it sounds like a brilliant plan.
Okay.
I just would like maybe like some of the bones. I'm just thinking of like some like earrings.
Now I'm getting conflicting stories. Now you want bones, you're saying hold off on bones.
No. I mean, yeah, like later. We're not gonna.
So we're definitely gonna kill this guy, but just not right now.
Let's.
It's under consideration.
Let's back off from the definite, and let's say it's definitely on the table for discussion.
Well, I could put him on the table, just say the word. But for now, I'll trust what you think.
Yeah.
So what meat did you get?
What did you get?
Oh, I sure did, buddy. So then I just take the meat out and I don't show them and I start cooking.
I just imagine there's that like slightly weird raw, not totally good meat smell wafting through, and I'm like, it's kind of okay. No, I'm not being
There's not a lot to cook with in this place, but you make do. You're a very creative guy. And I
Smells
think
so
you have that,
good.
You have that pan that you've been dipping the sticks.
My mouth is
No.
watering.
No,
I had to throw it away for some reason. I can't remember.
I kind of remember you losing that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, it's little pot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You lost it.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
But
it
but I can make a fire and cook some things. I do have
Nice.
like pythons, I think they're called, for ice climbing.
Oh, cool.
So I can just skewer some shit together.
Nice.
and
Cook them on open
barbecue,
flame.
Yeah.
Do some shish kebabs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go to make an intelligence check to see how this meal comes together.
Oh man. You sure I can't make a strength check to see how the meal comes together?
You can try.
muscles.
Squeeze all the juices out.
It's a 4.
Oh man. So
We're gonna get food poisoning. Aren't
yeah, I mean it is technically cooked. You did a good job of setting up a fire. You didn't burn anything down. You did put some seasoning on stuff.
Too.
And you layered up pretty, like, it looks good. It's not beautiful. The presentation could definitely use some work.
Yeah.
Then he hands out this dish to all of you guys.
Okay.
Did you get any raisins?
No, even in hell they don't have raisins.
But you tried, and that's really good.
You do have
Yeah.
a bunch of weird veggies in there too.
Oh yeah.
And once you do like some shish kebabs with all the veggies and the meat.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat it. I'm
definitely gonna try it.
I'm gonna eat
I'm
it.
like, this is intelligent creature, and I want to eat it.
Cool. Go to make Constitution saving throws.
Cool.
Me too.
If you're eating, yeah.
Oh, that's
I
not
totally
great.
do.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay.
No, you aren't.
Okay.
Fair enough. You don't need a.
Oh, 18.
Oh, nice.
9.
Whoa.
15.
Okay, so the two of you guys, you eat it. It could definitely use some better seasonings. The
Yeah,
meat
yeah.
quality could be better.
Yeah.
You did get a good deal on it though. Like
My
it was the
cat-
best bang for your
My
buck.
cat tummy. I'm like, no, this is all right. This is
Yeah.
pretty good. I think
Good.
we need to get you some more spices. Is what we need. We need to get you
Yeah.
supplies.
That's a good point.
I mean,
Yeah.
I want to assume, but you might have licked your own butthole before, and this tastes just slightly worse than that.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Karsten, in your hunger, you power through a whole shish kebab because you've been craving this meat for so long
It's
now,
so good.
and your stomach immediately revolts. You gotta get rid of this from both ends quickly as possible.
Oh, I'll be right back. And I run off to wherever we go to the bathroom. I don't know if it's a bucket or if we have an actual toilet.
Oh.
There's something like a toilet, but it's really uncomfortable to sit on, and it's like either too short or way too high. It's a very hell toilet.
I mean, I'm already experiencing it from both ends. So I
Yeah.
grab a bucket, I sit on the toilet, and I just let it all out.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. There's. I mean, it's one of those. It's like it's missing the actual toilet seat. It doesn't have one of those. It just wasn't built with one.
That's
always-
the worst.
It's always like there's something was left in there. Like no matter how many times you flush it. So, but yeah, you feel better after getting this all out of your system.
Ugh. Well,
No.
I think you could have cooked that a little bit better. Be back.
Hey, we're fine.
I thought it was not. I mean, it could have been. a
Really?
lot- it
You're
could have
both
been-
fine?
It could have been a lot worse. I'm gonna
must
be
be
honest.
your
Don't
race.
eat
Maybe you're
anything at all.
allergic to
It's
something.
probably good.
Maybe I'm allergic. What did you buy? Was it human?
No, it wasn't human. It was definitely meat. and then some cabbage-like stuff, and then maybe potato.
And a lot of maybes, and so I think that's what made me sick. It's the lot of the maybe things.
Let's not jump to conclusions. We don't know that for certain. We don't. I thought it was not the worst thing I've ever had in my mouth.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that. I'm not gonna touch that.
No, you don't.
But thank
you
you.
really don't.
Thank you.
I'm going to drink some booze now.
Nice. Yeah, Liaziel's way ahead of you on that. So with that, you guys have a pretty raucous night. Kind of celebrating your first, like, you're safe back in Dis relatively. Pox just tied up there.
Oh yeah, we have not let. Well, I mean, we've like taken him to like go use the bathroom and stuff. But, like, we're not.
I totally made him eat the weird meat.
No.
Eat the weird meat. Eat it.
And then
I'm like, drink this, drink it, drink it.
Come on, Buck.
Go back and drink it, drink it.
You're not good people.
Well, we never said we were cupcakes, so
Oh, no.
you get what you pay for there.
So yeah, you guys have a nice rest of your night. Nobody else pukes and shits themselves.
Good.
I recovered by drinking copious amounts of alcohol.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like
Sanitizes,
clears the system.
it sanitizes
Yeah.
and cleans. It's an antibacterial and it's an antiseptic.
Aziel teaches you guys some drinking games that he actually is pretty proficient at with just one arm.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys have a really good night. So I think that's where we'll call it tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to be filming a little bit earlier next week. We'll be going live at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, going until about 8 p.m. or so. So check us out next week right here on twitch.tv/Color Circuit Live. Thank you guys for joining us. Welcome back, Tate and Bridget. I'm happy to have you back on board. Thank you, Justin, for joining us and getting tied up and robbed. I'm really sorry. These guys are terrible. I want to apologize on their behalf.
At least I didn't get eaten. I was
Yeah.
legitimately afraid that was going to happen.
That honestly
It was on the table.
it was a possibility.
I'm still considering it.
Oh, man.
Still on the table. Yeah.
All right, and VMAC, of course, congratulations.
Thank you
So
so
happy to
much.
hear that
You
you're-
lost your
I
virginity,
did.
buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Oh man, you soiled somebody else's pants this time.
Oh yeah, I did.
Alrighty, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. We will have a ton of updates coming your way, and we will see you next week, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, right here on twitch.tv/Color Circuit Live. Thanks again. Have a good night.